I'm paying attention.
Now we are. Yeah, we'll get some people. We start at 3, but we can pre-game get people up in here.
Y'all hear Corday's song with Wayne?
Yeah, that motherfucker fire, bro. Old Wayne, bro.
So fucking fire.
Wayne be always fucking like going crazy.
Oh yeah.
With Corday.
Yeah,
but you know, I heard that right when we got back. Like literally.
Yeah. I think I heard it in the airport.
Yeah.
But no, that shit called.
But I fuck with Corday.
Me too.
I typically don't be like, oh yeah, his shit weak. Y'all know who shit is weak though?
Who?
Mustard.
Oh, I ain't listen to his album.
You don't need to.
Really?
I don't need to. It ain't no bops.
Actually, yeah, you're probably good. It sound like it sound like one long ass track. And I was just over it. Me and Stroh been talking about it. Ooh, that's not plugged in.
What is it?
That laptop.
What happened? It was. Somebody must have unplugged it.
You probably kicked it.
Somebody. Boy, you don't never take no accountability.
How did I kick it? I was over here.
These leg ass niggas over there.
Somebody was crazy. Somebody was wild. I want to go say that.
Somebody was wild. Like, I'm like, this nigga out of control.
All right, let me get some people up in here.
I'm so glad I watched Deadpool because the social media is disgusting.
That's oh yeah.
Social media is downright.
I knew Friday
morning. Everything is out now. Everything about the news is out now.
Every clip. Listen, you can see everything.
Every interview, all the surprises. They didn't win.
That's why. So there was stuff that I was going to post in the chat, but that's why I asked. I said, did everybody see it yet? Because I didn't want to. There was a dope ass interview with Wesley Snipes that he was talking about. I was gonna post it, but I was like, wait, let me make sure everybody's seen it first before I just start dropping shit in the chat.
I saw it night of.
I
wasn't going nowhere last week, so
yeah, you definitely.
Shit, same here. I ain't get no sleep.
You cold. You was on the road next day.
I saw it the day I got back.
I know when I went to go see it, Mama was asking, "Oh, you gonna take Travion?" I'm like, I'm pretty sure Rudy taking him.
However, that would have been that actually really would have been better. You should have took Travion.
I saw it Sunday, and I definitely didn't.
I said the same thing about Aubrey. Like, I should have took Aubrey, but then I was like, I didn't know if they was gonna let her in like that.
That's what I was like. I'm sure. I don't know what y'all think. I was like, they probably
because a lot of the times we, like I said, we be trying to figure out. We be like, all right, we got to get Travion to watch the kids, the girls, or whatever like that. So there's times that you can actually go, and if you be like, you know what, let me see if Travion want to roll. Just hit us up because sometimes Travion be wanting to see it way earlier. Then we can plan.
Trust me, most of the time I just go to the movies by myself. I be loving that, but I'll take them.
Yeah, do your uncle duties, man.
Hey, low key though, that shit sometimes be fun. I used to do it with my wife's sister, and like she was younger, because she likes scary movies, and nobody else in their family or my family fuck with scary movies.
Oh,
so instead of me just waiting on one of my guys to want to go, she'd be like, "Well, take her." Nigga, we would be kicking it.
That's why I started going to movies by myself. I got tired of waiting on niggas. And everybody want to go to the movies too late. Like, I don't need the movies to be a night out experience.
Yeah, I like going for lunch.
I was just gonna say 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
nigga, I go.
I love those ones.
Oh, y'all niggas hate me. I'm not an early morning. I love the late night movie experience.
Let's go like 8 or 9. It's like
the later the better.
Cool when I was younger.
The later the better.
Hell yeah, I love a late night movie experience.
That was cool when I was younger and I couldn't go out. When I was, 15 to like 20, where you couldn't. Well, no, because I was going out in college, but 15 to like 18. When you
I mean, it wasn't that soon.
I had a fake ID at 16, so
I never had a fake ID.
I don't know nothing about that.
I never did that. I never. That's the one thing that I never did. I never did the fake ID thing.
I almost regret having it because it made going out not exciting at all.
It did.
So like I had like the traditional like.
I just had clubs I could get into.
So I couldn't get into. So I never had the fake ID. So we did the teenage club.
I'll tell you who ID I had.
So we did the teenage clubs. And so, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I literally did the whole teenage club, graduated to the adult club. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did the whole, like,
so
real
you never
life.
got into a club that they just let you go slide in with your ID? Mm-mm. You never knew a nigga at the door?
Mm-mm.
Damn, man.
I had Streets ID.
That can work.
That's what I'm talking about.
Before that, I ID. Illinois was just that racist. The nigga looked at it like, black dude, you good.
Oh, I said Illinois was just that racist.
He looked at, and we was in a small town. I swear he looked at it and was like, all right, yes, a black person, you good.
It's another black person. I'm just checking the age anyway. You good? Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You somewhat look like him.
Right.
Yeah, well, see, what's funny is so the niggas that I did know in the club, they did the teenage club because like I knew the nigga that owned H2O, so we never paid to get in H2O. We was always there, but like that, like my club connects was for my age group. Like like the nigga who owned Amistad and the nigga who owned H2O. You know what I'm saying?
Was Sugar still a club when y'all was?
Nah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was after y'all. That was a club when I was. I know when it opened.
My first adult club was Martini Mike's.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
What? You went? Hey, but you know what?
Martini Mike's.
I'm almost not mad at you, but I'm kind of mad at you because that was
Mean Streets G and Black. No, we thought we was like, let's hit this nigga. We hit
like,
the
what
club.
about that name made y'all say like we need to go up in here?
Yeah, that's the part that's killing me.
I do
y'all drinking martinis?
No, I do believe we met some chicks that was there. I do believe we met some chicks.
That tracks then.
Because that's what that was for. I felt like that was like a date
Martini
place.
Martini Mike's was definitely taking somebody out.
Yeah.
Like
But
three
see,
guys going to Martini
They was trying
Mike's.
to get y'all. That's what it was. They were trying to get y'all pockets. They was like, we can't go nowhere expensive yet. We gotta go to Martini Mike's first.
Man, I did reckless shit with my thing. I had it when I was on spring break my sophomore year. Bro, we got stopped. I showed the fake. Also, Florida cops kind of racist too.
Yeah.
The nigga clearly looked at it and was like,
Hell no.
What's your date of birth? And I was like, you don't think that's the first thing I'm gonna remember?
Look at us.
So I gave that, and he was like, all right. He just gave it back to me. I know he thought it. I know he knew it wasn't me.
So you must have had been in clubs early on.
Yeah, I never had a fake ID, but I mean, I actually like once
somebody was probably
once I got facial hair, and it usually would be like all we needed was somebody who was just old enough. Like my clique of guys, we would go out. We can go out. Like I think the earliest I started going out was probably like 16. But it'd be the hood bars. Hood bars don't care. Them half the niggas know you.
Same for college.
Half the niggas know you. Like they remember you from the block anyway. You in there with somebody older. And yeah, you get slapped. But I really wasn't as a young buck. I really wasn't allowed in a lot of them places. But I get slapped. I didn't know. I didn't have no.
You had no control.
College bars was definitely especially being
I was doing too much for being young.
That's how I was on anywhere on Fond du Lac.
Cause you had to be cool. Like you underage, so it was like, nigga, what are you doing?
Hey,
you gonna get me in trouble, dog?
Listen, unfortunately for me, I had a group of niggas that these niggas wanted to be like how Jersey Shore was at the Jersey Shore time.
Yeah,
we was acting like that, bro, at like 2004, 2005. So like these niggas would go to Fremo's and get into a fight and throw chairs. Like niggas would go, up and down Fond du Lac, and really didn't want to go nowhere else. Like
Fremo's is
bro.
I forgot how long Fremo's been around. Fremo's is such a place.
We used to, like I said, being in the fraternity. Freshman year I had it. Then sophomore year it was, oh okay, you a 5'6". Tell your brothers to say what's up. Just keep moving. It's like, damn, you ain't take nothing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but you was fraternity. That's why.
Once you saw your face,
what?
That's how Water Street was for a long time.
I had the letters on. It was like, oh okay, never mind. We know who you are.
Yep. But you gotta think the East Side was like that for a long time. Like you could be 19, nigga. You got your letters on with a couple guys that's been either they worked around the neighborhood or they bartended. Yep. Oh, bro, they not questioning you.
That's actually I used to get into places here like that because we had a chapter here.
That's
I came out one night with one of them.
The real
like
lit,
even like
bro.
when I was so I went out every year about 20. Like one of my other guys was always a year older than me. So when he hit 21, he was just like, bro, just come with me.
Yeah.
Like, you good. You know what I'm saying? So it was like at that point, so I was already kicking it and going out. Like I said, through every year, it was the hooder, the younger I was. When I got about 19, 20, you can kind of slide into
you try to get more sophisticated. You try to end up on
now
like
you gotta
Jefferson.
kind of trust the part. Like you 16,
Yeah.
you don't look like you only supposed to be. You don't supposed to be in here, dog.
When niggas start going to Express and Aldo, that's when you know he was trying to go somewhere nice.
You're right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dog, I remember.
You had to slide.
When you start being like, this place, I'm better than
I hated that
Better
era.
than this place.
I ain't gonna hold you. I hated that era so much.
Hey, the sweater vest,
The sweater vest, I
button-ups.
hated. Oh my god, because I was always hip hop to the core.
That shit up, boy.
I was always,
Yeah.
I was always hip
like-
hop to the core. The only night that I was like, I was okay, and the reason why they got me because they attached some hood shit with it. And they're like, oh yeah, we doing Young Dro Polo night, and I'm like, all right, I can
Young
get with
Dro.
that.
You was a Jay-Z fan. How was you?
I didn't agree with Jay-Z with the change clothes.
Yeah, man.
I was like, nigga, no, nigga.
Yeah, change clothes was going crazy.
We was in college. You would have thought I was going to a job
Every day.
I
Every
hated
night,
that
man.
era
Every
so
night.
much.
Oh God.
Every night. You think you putting that shit on?
What's
Big old
crazy though
hot
is
as a motherfucker,
hot
dog.
as a bitch.
Bro, so
Nigga,
here's the
in the
thing.
smallest club in the city, bro. You got a
Bro,
whole sweater on.
I never liked Rockports because of that. Because of that era, I never, ever, till this day, liked Rockports. I was like, fuck them bowling shoes.
What was really crazy though, Sam, it was like, it wasn't even enough clothes. But a lot of niggas look the same.
Yeah. A lot of niggas look like
It
they was
was
dressed to
not
go to their
enough clothes
PO.
for it, bro.
Niggas was
They
definitely
was
going to
like,
their PO.
niggas would have dabbled in that in fashion. Niggas bought that whole rack of them Tommies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they put a new rack out. Another nigga bought that whole rack too. Like, that shit was out here, bro.
I remember at that time, Foot Locker had the you could get it was like 5 for $50, and it was all just they Foot Locker style polos. Nigga, I went in there and racked the fuck up.
Like,
Dog,
bro,
niggas was that K and G going crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga,
Burlington.
Burlington.
Burlington was bro. Niggas used to be deep in
Hey,
Burlington.
that's where I had the shoes. You needed some
Yeah.
hard bottoms for cheap?
Yeah, Burlington, yeah.
Go to
Bro,
Burlington.
Cause I before Ross
here's
saw
the
that shit
thing,
really.
because when niggas with
And
Stacey
TJ Maxx,
Adams,
TJ Maxx.
the boat shoes, niggas start doing boat
Ooh,
shoes.
Nigga.
Hey, look, for some reason, I had to buy a pair of boat shoes. Like I bought Air Max and
What up,
Nike
Trip?
boots. I had to have a pair of boat shoes, bro.
You
Every
had-
summer.
Fam, I feel like
I hated them bitches
it's
so
weird,
bad.
Like I got
But
one,
that was
like,
a
I
club
definitely-
shoe.
It was.
It
You
was.
didn't get turned around.
You did, and I
Yeah.
hated
Like
it.
Brady Street,
I
it
hated it.
didn't matter, bro. Like you could go on North Avenue all the way to the South Side. You got on boat shoes? All right, cool.
That was such an era, bro. I want to know how the tennis shoe game survived that era, bro.
Nike started. They started
Nigga,
slowly.
they made
getting
boat
more
shoes,
dressy
nigga.
Nikes. That's where you started.
I
getting
did see a
that.
Nike
Hey,
boat shoes. I
I
remember
got
Nike
some
boat shoes.
Jordan boat shoes, nigga. I got some Jordan mid-top boat shoes, nigga. No
Fam.
bullshit.
That's when you started getting the colorways of like the Jordans that was khaki and white or khaki and black
Yes.
because when you got that on, you wearing the rest of your shit. It looked like it's supposed to.
So
be.
I had us in the softest of colors.
Like,
fam.
it
Like
was a wild time. It was
the
truly a
whole
wild
black
time.
community is like a whole bunch of peaceful niggas, bro.
I hated that era so much. I hated that
You
era
hated it
so
because it was right
much.
after the baggy jeans and Timbo era. So
It's
niggas,
like, it was such a dynamic.
it
It
swapped
was
so
such a
fast,
dynamic,
too.
bro. Like, dog. It was such a dynamic, but it was still funnier though when you still when niggas blended them both. And that big ass sweater
nigga,
on and them big
I
ass
still
jeans.
remember.
Like,
I still remember being in Texture and seeing niggas with like big ass Echo or Vizu jeans on with fucking ones on with the chain to their wallet. All the shit that they was like, no more of that shit. Standing next to niggas with sweater vests and all that shit on. Like, that was a wild era because, be honest, bro, we was hot as fuck.
Yes.
bro, it was
Like-
yeah.
Niggas really used to wear sweater vests.
But sweater
I
vest.
was wearing them in high school, so I was already like, when they came back, I was like, oh, we back in.
My dad don't like sweater vests.
He don't? I know Pop didn't like
he don't
one.
like sweater vests. I forgot why he don't like it, but I remember he got one for Christmas one year. And he don't like sweater vests. And I was like, you don't know what you talking about. I was like, if you would have went out with that, please people would have been fucking with it. Because I had sweater vests. So I'm like, you're not gonna come out sweater vests when I be wearing them.
One of my favorite outfits, and this wasn't even in khakis, was like when niggas was really working the Guess jeans, the Guess outfits, the Guess fits. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I had a dark blue denim Guess fit with this.
Damn, this must have been a Milwaukee only thing. They in the comments like I'm reminded how regional fashion is. Like this. They like,
I had to.
no, that ain't just Milwaukee. I remember Kev on stage. He was
Yeah.
he was in the club with it.
Who's
Yes.
that? Oh,
So-
makes it, well, it's different for y'all. Women, y'all had always had.
Yeah, this is Midwest. This is definitely Midwest conversation. Because
Because like I said, when Kev on stage posted about, because you see that go on
South
Twitter.
too, Midwest
I
South.
said, that go on Twitter a lot.
Yeah,
People
Midwest
talking
and South.
about, like, hey, I remember when we used to be in the club, like we straight off a job interview. Like,
Yeah, I mean that was definitely Midwest
Yeah,
South.
because
I mean,
Kevin
Jordan
from
always
South
do
North
that.
Carolina.
Well,
No, he's from Texas. He's from Texas. I thought.
Huh?
Cool.
Hey, he from
He
Texas?
a lot of places.
He
I
military.
heard
He military
He
kid.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Military brat.
But no, yeah,
So, yeah.
I feel like it's definitely a Midwest South thing. I feel like that's just because of
I'm
the
gonna go Midwest East. Cause
Nah, bro.
I mean, drugs
Because
is that. That's what I'm
if
saying.
you do that, you
Drugs,
just say
yeah,
everything. Yeah, like it's a regional thing, but I think it's more city to me.
fair.
It's everywhere where the cities are. Niggas is wearing guest suits. Niggas is wearing ones.
Yeah.
And
It's
then in the
that- I still
country,
hear that
niggas
one
is wearing
motherfucker.
them U.S. Polo Association fits.
And
And
I ain't never go that way. I ain't never go that
but
way.
that's in the
Right, I
country.
still look down
That's what
on
I'm
those.
saying.
She still look down on it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the country though.
Yeah,
them motherfuckers
You know what I
is
mean?
nasty looking.
But remember, they got a store in Times Square.
They do.
So
That's what I'm
somebody wearing
saying.
that shit.
That's the apparently somebody was telling me that's the actual U.S.
It is.
polo. Like
Yeah.
Nigga,
niggas to be at the Olympics.
Polo
Like,
Polo
that
came
is
after.
The hood just
No.
just deemed it as bootleg.
The history. Listen, I'm a Polo nigga. Y'all know that.
I didn't know that.
Nigga.
Nigga, you don't always see
All I
the
wear is polo. That's all I wear.
Listen, I didn't recognize it as he a polo nigga. I just didn't recognize it.
That's why I be mad because y'all.
Like, you polo nigga.
Yeah, niggas be having geeks and everything. I be the only nigga with a polo shirt on. But polo, Ralph Lauren polo came after
Yeah.
U.S. Polo Association. So their fucking logo. That's why their logo is a little bit more detailed of the game of polo. And then the polo guy is just a nigga on a horse with the stick. It's like literally he's not copying, but he just formatted after them.
Right. No, I mean, because if you think about it in that same sense, it was just polo, like Ralph.
So-
Because
so-
Ralph Lauren is everything. Like
Right,
they have a
that's
lot of.
So then how did
Ralph Lauren
so why did
polo
the
is literally
hood deem
like
USA polo or US polo or something?
Because that motherfucker look ugly.
I
That
think-
nigga
I
on the
think
horse
because
look
nigga-
ugly
that's
as
what
a
I'm saying.
bitch,
But
bro.
bro, if you go to the
And it
country,
be
them
big, and
niggas
nigga
wear
be
that
like
shit.
this on your shirt,
Bro, he
dog.
be.
Polo got those exact same ones.
They got a
now,
couple.
though.
Do they?
Yes, nigga.
But theirs don't say the U.S.
Niggas that have a
Association.
polo-
Their shit got a whole sentence underneath their horse. Like,
Yeah, I
ours-
think that's what he would
The
have been.
polo be going
Like
from
I don't
here
work.
to
I don't
his
work
now,
there,
bro.
nigga. Like, it's a fucking work shirt, nigga. Like, I don't work there.
Like, I
Like,
work for this nigga.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
You out there, we got a bunch of them niggas on. Like you just out here wearing that everyday. Niggas like, bro, you work there?
Like you a fucking horse
'Cause-
wrangler, nigga.
yeah.
No.
I've just literally never seen a nigga.
I've
never seen a nigga in the whole fit of it. I don't know where it's
Really?
popular at.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
no,
go to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Go to Arkansas.
Like I don't know where it's popular at.
Nigga, we was
Bro.
in Little Rock, Arkansas, over on their main street, leaving
What?
Gus's. A nigga had a U.S. polo
That's a
outfit
buy.
on, bro.
I can't kick people on my.
No,
You gotta do
we
it here.
can't kick from Twitch from here.
Oh, we need a Twitch moderator.
They gotta log in on Twitch or something.
We got. All right. Who always push? Oh no! I was saying, who always tap in on Twitch for us? We're gonna make somebody of our community our Twitch moderator. All right, well, y'all niggas ready?
Oh yeah, let me get.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we gotta wait for
Oh,
the card
yeah,
to do it. Get his thing ready.
Post this one more place.
We definitely was. I forgot that we didn't start yet.
No, that was just a funny combo.
All right, let's see. You said Main Street. Like, it was a little time.
Like you was looking at.
No, it's not like a,
Oh, so since you the Doug, you get to highlight the comments.
You the duck.
oh,
You the Doug.
Well, Doug
You
usually
the
the
Doug
one.
is wild, bro.
Hey,
The Doug ain't
like
a
I always
position.
say.
But no, I'm saying the comment part.
Doug, your spot is safe, nigga. If a
He
nigga
the
take
Doug
your spot, that
today.
nigga need to be Doug.
He
Your
the
name
Doug
Doug.
today.
It ain't even a position. It's the Doug.
You the Doug today,
It's the
dog.
Doug,
You the Doug.
Like the Doug
Oh,
today.
shit. Something it went out. What happened?
What went
There we
on?
go. It's back.
Oh, it didn't go out on us?
Oh, okay.
The Doug.
So what I just started to highlight it?
No, just click it.
Click it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, when you see stuff, okay, that we should point
Oh,
out.
that it now? What happened?
See?
We turned off the camera.
Is it not plugged all the way?
It got him.
Oh, somebody must have unplugged it.
Bro.
Don't tap me, nigga. Don't tap me. That nigga trying to tap me thinking it was a funny joke, nigga. Don't tap me.
It's a ghost in here named somebody.
That's all right. You know what I'm saying?
It might have been. It was probably me when I moved it because it wasn't centered.
This nigga tap me thought he made the funniest fun.
He can make the dad joke, but I can't.
There's nothing funny about accountability. So. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We need to make that a new. That's a video. That's a corporate video right there.
That's funny.
Oh,
I mean, like,
there's nothing funny about
somebody-
accountability.
Like,
Hey, you don't get your boss baby quote ever.
Hey, my nigga, all in the building here. Hey.
Time. We just about to start. Y'all ready?
yeah, I'm ready now.
1, 2.
All right. Welcome back to Geekset Podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei in the
What
building.
is good, everybody? How the fuck are we doing today?
Hey, we doing great. As always, I got my man Didge in the building.
What is happening, people? What is happening?
But I like,
People.
I like how you had to grab your drink. I
Had to get you
I like how you
distinguished.
I was ready to take the
You
step.
I thought I was seeing you like,
He moved it too quick.
Yeah, we got King out the shop, man. You know what I'm saying?
what it do, y'all? What
Hey.
it do?
And hey, we fresh. Hey, it's been a while, but we fresh off of DreamCon.
fresh off DreamCon.
Fresh off of DreamCon.
Where my DreamCon people at in the park in the
Hey,
chat,
man.
bro?
Shout out to
What
you.
up, O?
Shout out O having another sold out fucking bro. At,
Ooh,
some,
I saw the pictures.
Bro.
The panel looked packed, bro.
at some point, there's two things that need to happen with O. All right. At some point, one, DreamCon need to stop playing and give him that big main stage.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
sing along needs to be a
He
main
need a
thing.
grand ballroom.
It
bro.
needs to be a grand event with all of DreamCon because that's the thing. One thing about sing-alongs and Disney songs, they gonna slap no matter the fuck
Everybody
what,
gonna
right?
get it. Especially in that kind of crowd.
Right.
You gonna get it.
And
You know what I'm
O is the ultimate showmanship host. Like, bro,
saying? Yeah.
he be having that shit rocking. And then the second thing I said, I put this on Twitter.
Definitely guess you out.
Yep. And yeah, they got to guess him out. And I put this on Twitter. Disney need to go ahead and hire him because you know they got the Disney
Nigga,
sing
I
along
was just
apps
gonna
and
say
everything.
that.
They need to put him in a
Yeah.
commercial or something because, bro, this nigga O is a traveling karaoke.
Yeah.
The amount of videos that are not just DreamCon based of O just saying, all right, yo. And then,
Yeah.
this nigga had all of 6th Street singing along.
Yeah.
O is just one of them people that can command a crowd. And if corporations, I know he does that for his you know what I'm saying, his regular 9 to 5, and he does it with college and you know what I'm saying, with the students, which is amazing, you know, always, you know, reaching out to the youth. But at some point, this nigga O needs to get like we call him big stage O. Like, nah, O is just the grandstand. Like this nigga needs to be on something big. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, they got what's some shit, the videos where it's like the Kids Bop thing where they kind of follow and do
Yeah.
He needs that type of show, bro.
Hell
I can
yeah.
see O on
He
Disney
needs to be an
Channel.
opening act for something, fam.
No,
bro,
Yeah,
Like you
that,
had a
honestly,
concert
yeah.
going on. It's like that's just like a change in the game. Where I mean, because the DJ does it.
yeah.
But you still like your hype man is this nigga like, bro, I'm finna make y'all
Yeah.
we finna this party.
Or-
Karaoke opening act.
Or
Yes,
bro.
Or the characters, think about it. If you make the characters, how they got Disney on Ice or all that
Yeah.
shit, and O leads it, man,
Bro,
that'd be cold.
The first year we met O, like I said, he was posting videos and shit like that. This nigga was doing trap karaoke.
Yep.
And bro, when I talk about it was like it was in like a fucking theater room. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he was doing DMX, what these bitches want from a nigga and shit like that. But it's just like,
That's a funny karaoke song.
it was trap
What?
karaoke.
That
What
makes
karaoke?
it
It was trap
funny
karaoke.
better. But
What's
what these bitches want from like,
Yeah.
that's a funny
But
song to
the
do.
main thing about it is like just seeing how like, bro, you would have saw O was an artist. The way that he commanded that fucking crowd, and I was like, bro, I already told if we do something big, we definitely gonna have him bring us out. He gonna be our person that bring us out.
That's the
Oh hell
that's the
yeah!
issue.
Oh yeah! No,
I can
oh.
see it. I can definitely see it.
Hey, we wasn't roasting people with sweater vests. I said I wore sweater vests. Not too much.
Yeah, kind of. We all had sweater vests on in here. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm
we
saying?
definitely did the sweater vest. I didn't like the sweater vest personally. That's my thing. I hated
I mean,
that.
I ain't saying
I hated
I
that
ain't saying
era.
it was the coolest thing.
Bro.
I ain't saying it's the coolest thing, but it's gonna do it again.
I don't know. Never mind.
Oh no, we good.
If it is, I mean, it's definitely a delay then. That's why it's doing it.
Because you can see the back end, right? So you can see the image of the camera. No, I'm saying on the other one.
No,
Oh, on the
you turn
camera,
towards
on the actual
camera.
back of the camera.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, so if it goes out, then that's the
That's
yeah.
the cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So man, you know what I'm saying? So this is our 3rd year at DreamCon.
Yeah, third year.
Third year at DreamCon.
Gets better every year.
And you know, bro, every year from being in the cafeteria to being in the big room, shout out to O. He shot, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know, shout out to our room. But like, you know, I want to talk about just even in general, right? Because at first we was kind of up and down on if we're gonna be going to DreamCon, and then we had some big name people hit us up like, hey, y'all going to DreamCon too? and that kind of influenced us to saying, all right, well, fuck it, we going to DreamCon. So you know,
I kind of feel like I was gonna go.
You said you was going regardless, but
I really wanted to go.
It was a lot of up in the air, and so then we was like, all right, we just gonna go. We didn't really have a panel. We didn't have anything. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Gonna be pressed.
Yeah, we're just going to be pressed. Yeah, we're just going to be pressed. And a shout out to Will Ferrell and Straight Out of the Comic Book, but Will Ferrell ended up getting Geek Blasphemy. And so the idea was, okay, well, we're going there, be as press, but also I'm going to have a Geek Blasphemy show.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm going to have a Geek Blasphemy show that we got to do. And the issue is that the Geek Blasphemy was set on that Friday. And a lot of people was either coming in either late that Friday or flying in Friday night. So getting contestants or the level of contestants that we wanted, that we had planned, it was hard to get, right? And so literally probably 2.5 weeks later, that's when before DreamCon, Will Ferrell hit me up and was like, all right, well, I mean, shit, y'all can have the room if y'all want, just to be able to have a room and shit like that. Yeah. And he was like, you know what I'm saying, if y'all put something together, I mean, we can run with that. And I'm like, fuck, well, shit, let's see what we can do. So that's when, you know, I was like, we started game planning, trying to figure it out. And I was like, well, shit, let's try. If we can do a studio hack, I could probably hit up Carl and Kev and see if they can, you know what I'm saying, be on the panel.
Right.
Niggas hit me back ASAP. I was surprised at how fast, but they was like, hell yeah, we can do it, right? And so right there, we had 2 weeks to promote a studio hack with us, Kev on stage, and Carl Jones.
Right.
And then probably like a week before, that's when I get a message from, you know, Carl Jones and them that he's not going to be able to make it due to some personal reasons and everything. So then we had to pivot again. Had to do a second pivot. And then we end up having to get Pierre Steps and Wesley Armstrong, What's Good Armstrong on there.
Great additions.
Great additions.
Mm-hmm. Great additions.
They came in clutch. And what was crazy was so we ended up putting the flyer out the week of DreamCon, and so as we're promoting and everything like that, I'm like, all right, and I'm thinking that, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna give us the same style of room they gave us last year, you know what I'm saying, because the first year we was in the cafeteria, second year they put us in an actual room, so I'm thinking it's gonna be like that, right? And so, you know, I'm just like, all right, we're gonna promote it, and it was a lot of things like, you know, it was too late to update the app, so the app still said Geek Blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't say, you know, any names or anything. So we put that flyer out. Luckily, because of the cachet and the community, people grabbed onto it and was promoting it and telling everybody like, oh shit, Kev. Like, I mean, I had people hitting me up like, hey, do I got to sign up in RSVP? I'm like, nah, just show up until that capacity. They like, the one nigga was like, he's like, nigga, are you sure? Because y'all got Kev on stage up there. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it was our panel. Like, he did not believe me that I said that shit.
I'm like, yeah, go sign up, bro.
Go sign up.
Sign up where?
You shouldn't have not listened to me when I
now,
said
to his defense, I understand, especially the way we see how the events
I'm
was.
lying?
Why would I lie?
Yeah, like you think I'm lying? Like that's what all I'm hearing right now is like, bro, I'm telling you to pull up. Like you think we just share reels? They fucking with us. What you talking about?
Like that's all I'm like. Yeah, go sign up.
Hey, he was heavily skeptical.
We just shared the reel. Like, did you go to our page? Like, you could go to our page to see the reels that they were talking about fucking with. Like,
he was like, I don't want to show up, and then, like, you know what I'm saying. So when we get there, like I said, we get there and we land, and you know what I'm saying. I'm like, all right, I end up getting to the hotel before everybody. I was surprised. I thought I was definitely gonna be the last one at the hotel. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go down.
the first.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go down and check out the lay of the land. You know what I'm saying? So I get down there, and when I get in there, I immediately see this big ass room, and like again, I look at the digital panel says Geek Blasphemy. No mention of Kev on stage, Carl Jones, Pierre Stelz, what's good?
It's just pure word of mouth.
Just pure word of mouth, right? And I'm like, shit. All right, this is gonna be wild, bro. I'm like, all right. So I'm talking to the people, the other people. I'm like, is there any way that you can change it? They're like, nah, you're gonna have to talk to the hotel staff, and they're probably gonna have to talk to the DreamCon staff. And I'm like, shit. And then like my guy from Martian Blueberry, you know what I'm saying? I guess he ended up talking to one of the event promoters of DreamCon, and then he's like, hey, y'all sure y'all got y'all panel thing today? I'm like, yeah. He was like, because they said that they didn't know about Kev on stage and Carl Jones. I was like, well, it was last minute, but I'm like, yeah, we got the go. We got the go. And he's like, y'all should probably talk to them. I'm like, bro, if this shit go off wrong, I'm gonna be so upset. And like,
oh, you probably gotta talk to who?
He I guess whoever he talked to wasn't aware of the swap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but again, I was like, know what? I'm gonna trust Will because I know that Will had the conversation. I'm gonna trust the email confirmations that we got. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not even worried about that, right? So I immediately was like, fuck, this shit looks like. I'm like, how the fuck we gonna pack this bitch out? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do like how I did with Carl. I'm gonna stand out that motherfucking room and tell niggas pile in. So me and Kev been texting the whole time. Kev texted me, he's like, yo, I'm up here at Cleo and What's Good's movie premiere thing. He's like, where y'all at? I'm like, oh shit, when we down here, I'm gonna come get you. So this is where things change. When I was at the room, there was probably like when I was about to leave out, probably like 4 people sitting down, right? So I was like, all right, bet maybe some people, maybe the word of mouth is getting out there, right? So I go up there and go get Kev, and then this is where I realized we need to be guests now at this point because Kev was like, all right, so where does the talent walk to get down to y'all room? I was like, we want to have to walk with the people, man. What are you talking about? He was like, oh, there's no back area? I was like, no. I was like, I get what you said. I was like, bro, we are just pressed. They ain't give us panelists. They ain't give us guest fans. Like, we are pressed. So we walking with the people, right? So we tried everything in our power to go. Like, there was like a back room that said, if you leave out this room, you can't get back in. Miss Kev on stage done flagged down one of the hotel staff, like, hey, you wait here with us. We gonna send him down there. If he can't get back in, you gotta open this door back for him so he can get in. I go in there, there's a keypad on the door. I'm like, yeah, we can't get through there. We sitting there, Kev was like, all right, well, let's just go. Let's just hurry up and go, right? So I'm looking where we're literally up one flight above it, right? But the stairs, you can't go there, right? And we would have to go all the way around to get to the escalator to go down. So he's like, all right, let's just go down that way. I was like, all right, bet. So we go there. We first hit the elevator. Somebody see Kev, stop him. And then one of the hotel staff was like, well, we probably can get down here from the hotel. So we get on the hotel, the elevator. So we get on the elevator. It skips the floor down. It doesn't even stop at the floor. So he's like, let's just go. Let's get on the escalator. So we get on the escalator. Now, Kev, the dynamic between Kev and Miss Kev on stage is perfect. Because Kev is, I'm gonna take this photo. Hey. So we walking. Hey, Kev. He taking photos, everything. And I'm walking up there with Miss Kev on stage. She's like, I'm gonna have to get him. So she give her purse to her son. And then while we walking, people start like, Kev. She's like, all right, we got to go to a panel. We got like she the one. She the one.
I mean, they got saying it like, yeah, she definitely moving everything around.
She the one. Right. So we get there, and by the time we get there, like I said, there's probably like 15 people there now, right? So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I got Kev here. And you know what I'm saying? And so as Kev's getting, that's when you guys just walk in. And so
that's when we walked in.
That's when y'all walked in.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And so that's when we start doing the things and everything like that. And I just see people creeping up. I hear people like, oh, they're going Kev. So then I hear people creep up, and like, again, I'm a fan of Kev on stage. I watch a lot of his content. I know King does. I know Did you off and on with the content, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Kev is very vocal about meet and greets.
Right.
It's not that he don't want to do meet and greets, but he understands that if he does one, he's going to have a line. He's going to be there all day. And he says he just can't consistently do that.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not trying to set up any meet and greet, but again, we don't have a back room for them to chill until it's time for showtime. We don't have a back way or a back area. It's nigga, we in the room.
Right.
And so he sat up front, and I was like, damn. And I was trying to get him to sit on the stage. That's why I was clearing shit out, because I was like, bro, just sit on the stage, because I knew what was going to happen. But he chose to sit there. And so as we get stuff together and everything, I see that one person creep up. And then when I turn around, I see them doing this. I said, oh, shit. I already knew what was going to happen. And then before I noticed, the room done filled up. Kev got a line almost going out the door. He's taking photos. I'm putting shit together. At some point, this nigga Kev leaned over and says, hey, Deuces, you see what you got me doing? You see what you got me doing? He was like, you see that? And I was like, hey, man, this was not my plan.
The line was definitely like
that. Line was crazy.
Shout out to Kevin. I mean, he got there early. Like, I got there early.
Yeah.
He was like, you gonna be there with the people while I fill it up, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that was really good, because I mean, even for what we did for the people though, in this before like even getting to the start of the panel was like, everybody didn't think that everybody to see Kevin and was like exclusive other sign up things. Like, we gave everybody an opportunity to really meet him, like really free of charge, like general admission, like Kevin here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody, like, I definitely like, I hope we get some kind of like I want a thread on. So we need a Twitter thread. Everybody who got a picture with Kev at our panel.
Well, people was commenting on it. Like, and when we posted the clip of Kev and them talking about it, we posted the clip of Kev talking about it on Here's the Thing. People was commenting like, hey, but I got my pick though, and everything like that. But like the panel, like I said, when I saw the room, I ain't gonna hold you. All through my head, I was like, bro, there's no way. I thought it was gonna be a Wakanda Con, and that's why I brought it up earlier. Because
that's why
I was like, bro, this might be another Wakanda Con situation.
Really?
When I first walked in, because I was like, bro, we didn't really get the chance to do heavy promo. I was like, and right now there's nothing. I was like, for me, the skepticism, I said, if somebody was to walk by and say, wait a minute, there's supposed to be something in this room, but it says Geek Blasphemy. I don't see anything on Kev on stage. I don't even see Geekset. Like, I just feel like somebody
I mean,
like, oh, these
you
niggas
definitely put a lot of negatives in the air, but I'm like,
I definitely was in my head.
Like Geek Blasphemy name alone, even if it was still on the bill, would have still brought
that
people to
brought
it.
Somebody in just like you said, like I felt like I want to see what this is about.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and then even outside of that, I'm surprised you thought that when like the amount of promo that y'all did, and the amount of people in the community that rock with us.
Yeah,
I was like, at the very even if like they didn't see that part, at the very least, the people that rock with us in the community would have went to go see y'all.
The same, the room was big though. It was.
Yeah,
I feel like was the Wakanda Con bigger room?
No, Wakanda Con room was because I saw some videos of it. The Wakanda Con room wasn't wider; it was more long.
Yeah, that was deep.
It was a deep room.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas that one,
pause.
Pause. That's a lot. I mean, you know what I meant. But that room, it wasn't like width-wise. It wasn't super like there wasn't a lot of rows. But there were a lot of columns. If you want to.
Okay, I see what you said.
Yeah. So like I said, it was just you know what I'm saying, in my head. You know what I'm saying. You know me. I be at sometimes my optimism. Sometimes be like, all right, let me add this level of realism.
I wonder if someone went like I just feel like the way the room had filled up, like somebody threw it on the social media, like, bro, Kevin here doing meet and greets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they might hit the DreamCon app. Don't they still got the app?
Yeah, they still got the app.
Or it could have been him and his wife too, though.
Yeah, matter of fact, you said they had to go through the people.
Yeah,
like people obviously see them going into a room, and it's like, hey, you go to the next con and go like, hey, fam, Kev in there.
Yeah.
Hey, because when I walked out a couple times, I was telling people they were like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Kev on stage in there," and a few other people, and they like, and they just dipped in. Like they didn't even like ask what they're doing. They was like, "Oh, Kev on stage." I'm like, "Free?" I was like, "Yeah, all right."
That's what I said. Like I feel like we gave everybody an opportunity, like something that would have been,
like you'd have had to pre-order RSVP or something.
I mean, he had stuff. Yeah.
I know he had.
He was hosting because
I know he obviously had a comedy show.
Yeah, no. So he actually
like an actual panel that he was sitting.
Yeah, he did an all-deaf panel. He actually did a press conference. He did.
Well, the press conference that's for press. So you're not going.
No. Well, yeah. No. I say what I'm saying is he had a lot of stuff that people could have been at and stuff like that. He did something at the YouTube Lounge with and everything like that. He hosted a show. Like he was because he even said it on the podcast. He was like DreamCon was actually really work. It was like, you know what I'm saying? He said he just didn't realize how much work it was going to be in regards to that. Yeah. But it was like, it was actually work. But you know what? Another aspect that was different for us is that was day one, literally hours after we landed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like we literally got to work and then got to really just have fun the rest of the weekend. This DreamCon was kind of different.
During last year, DreamCon, like I said, we did our panel on Sunday.
Yeah, on the last day.
So we spent all weekend hyping everybody up for our panel.
And then we had like the press obligations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But this year, one,
this year we didn't. I mean, even with the press and everything too, like it wasn't a lot of press work.
Yeah, we did because we had two and a possible.
I saw. I got emailed anyway.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, they look stacked.
Yeah.
Versus last year, it was spread throughout all 3 days.
It was.
It didn't look like it was this year.
Yeah, it was, and then bro, they had press in the Hilton and in the convention center. It was crazy. It was because
they didn't have like a designated.
They did, but it was still offered because when the voice actor for in Grand Theft Auto, oh boy, his was in the
which voice actor from Grand Theft Auto? Slink Johnson?
No, not Slink. Not CJ.
Not CJ.
I can't think his name.
Franklin?
The new black dude.
Oh, that's who Slink was.
No, Slink is no.
Slink is old. That's the
from 5. The black dude from 5.
No, yeah. But his name wasn't CJ.
Not CJ.
No, Slink was Franklin.
Slink was the friend.
Slink was the friend. Franklin.
That's right.
Yeah, Franklin's was in the Austin Convention Center. But then, like, when we had with my favorite senpai, that was in the Hilton. You know what I'm saying? And the other one was supposed to be Tony Stadovich, ours, Butcher's last name. Statavucci. Yeah.
I have no idea what.
Wait, you talking about the one Instagram?
Yeah.
Or the one who do videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had him, but it was during the same time of our panel.
Oh.
So I had to.
Oh man, shout out to him. I would have liked to meet him.
Oh yeah,
He's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. No. Dude was always solid and everything like that. And so, you know what I'm saying? It was just really dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to we got straight to work, and the panel, like I said, was heavily successful. Yeah, everybody was engaged. Shout out to
panel.
Pierre was good, was amazing ass extra guest. We had Kev like this, and this is what I wanted. Because I was like, I want Kev to live now. Like Kev is 6 months in. I was like, so now I want him to have the anime conversations that we have. So like when you asked his wife about like, do you watch it? And the betrayal. Like you say, everybody has that where he betrayed.
Like, and that's how I always feel like that. Like, especially if you got significant other, like if you ain't trying to put your significant other on it, like you still ain't out here. You gotta embrace it. Like you know what I'm saying. At some point, you like, girl, come here, look at this. Look at what I'm doing right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you ain't so.
Y'all asking if he had the moment where the wrong scene is on when somebody walk in.
No, we didn't ask him that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he started Attack on Titan with Miss Kev on stage, and what he said, so Bacardi was like, and Kev was like, that's a whole nother conversation. We won't talk about that. And so we knew already, like, oh, betrayal is like, you know. And then I asked him, I said, did you go ahead and to try to act like you didn't watch it when you was watching it? He was like, see, the thing is, you can't act like you ain't watch anime. He was like, because it's so crazy that like if I'm not acting like her, she already knew. And she definitely had the face like she was like, yeah, he went ahead. So I was like, and you know, once you go ahead, your significant other, a lot of the time they done. They're like, all right, whatever.
You got it now.
Hey, you might not get no more. Like ain't no other show. I want to watch something with you.
Yeah, Attack on Titan was
you went too deep.
Attack on Titan was his first one.
Right.
She ain't watched nothing since then.
Now you went too deep. You went too deep already. You don't care about me enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hard though. That's definitely hard. Like, damn, trying to wait. Like I need you to have this energy with me. Like that's the same. We need that same excitement.
Bacardi triggered Cam. He had an anime debate, so we did the Geek Blasphemy. Yeah. Shout out to Will Ferrell with Geek Blasphemy and Bacardi's Geek Blasphemy. I mean, he said it before. But he said, what's the name? Season 2, Vinland Saga season 2 was trash.
It's a terrible opinion.
And so that picture when you see Kev like this and Bacardi,
it's a terrible opinion. There's no point in even trying.
You see somebody put on the timeline, they put the clip of it Kev was like, oh, y'all niggas, y'all just want stabby.
You're right. That is what Bacardi wants.
That's what I want. I don't want what this nigga doing right now. This nigga ain't doing nothing beneficial.
Niggas didn't want story to develop, but that's the whole other
That wasn't no story development. We don't gotta do. But now I gotta wait for this nigga to shit find the island. You know what I'm saying?
But as a host for me, I just wanted to say like this was done. I had so much fun hosting this panel. You know what I'm saying? So we had Bacardi up there, like Kev, Pierre, and Wes, and you know what I'm saying, just being able to have these conversations and the crowd being so engaged and just being able to curate this panel was extremely fun for me. I wanted to get for you as a panelist though, because like I said, that was very huge. It was
because I just wanted that way she can list it. What are some stuff that you watch non-anime right now, and then we can give you a better recommendation. On that. All right, I just wanted to that way she can list what she does.
What do you
watch right now?
What real shows do you actually like watching? Like,
and then
give us a couple of
better recommendation based off that.
I mean, no, bro, this was actually like it was a great moment altogether for me. Like I said, like being on the panel, even having having my clothes and my merch and everything put together. The spread was cold. Like I'm like the videos I got. The spread,
I know you do.
The spread was cold. You know what I'm saying? But being able to be up there, like, you know, with Kev and everybody and kind of speak from a place, like, you know, the questions you're asking where we're all talking. So being able to have my point of view on these same things and even having like Kev saying, referring to me to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it really felt, I've never been in that space. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like being on the panel or just even somebody wanting my opinion on something like that. Like, so it's like, it was, and to see the crowd. Like, I think this is what we did as a, you know what I'm saying? So you see in the crowd, everybody here, you know what I'm saying, and to be at least somebody as another sports reporter for just Geekset, and what, you know, a lot of the stuff that I was referring to definitely still applies to like just what we're doing with Geekset and how we're actually like moving this along. But yeah, just being able to talk to everybody up there, being able to hear about what's good's premiere, and I mean, Pierre, and like I said, I've seen, you know, I think we did Who did I do? Did I do the blasphemy with Pierre?
I might have, because that's what he kept on doing the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So I said,
that's what he doing the camera.
I did the blasphemy with Pierre. So it's like, but I mean, even like this from that view to see the different kind of personalities on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just to witness, like, you know, being sitting next to Kev and kind of really seeing, you know, hearing him, like, man, him doing a lot of like kind of talk, you know, we definitely talk about you and your host, like Rudy all over the place and trying to get, you know what I'm saying? But it was really cool to just really sitting and talking with him, even bringing Miss Kev into it.
Yeah.
Like it felt like it was just really like it was a very enjoyable experience for me. Like I really fuck with it heavy.
And you know, said it was great to be able for you to be able to cook and hear, like, you know what I'm saying. Again, I always enjoy when I get to see my people command the room as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I am very self-aware of my personality and how it comes off and everything. So, you know, every time I get to see my people also shine at that same type of level, like that to me, like when you are making points and niggas like hell yeah, or you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I definitely went on a nice little rant trying to talk about support people. Like I was on my support my niggas, man. Like I was on a real rant, bro.
Yeah. So King, man, like I said, you was snaking around with the camera, and then you got moved where you got up on there on the camera and got to get the preaching.
Nigga got the Holy Ghost.
Got the Holy Ghost.
Running through the crowd, got the Holy Ghost. Let me get on stage. Let me talk to y'all.
But I want to get from you. How was your experience, man, with that?
It was actually pretty. It was amazing. It was really dope. I think. I mean, it was a little bit of everybody's conversations or everybody's like opinions that really moved me to have to give a message.
Yeah,
because like Bacardi made good points. Like we do need to be supporting. Like the whole point of like What's Good's being there for the movie release and all the other actors and like creators that were involved in it was my point. He really put together a dope team, made a dope movie, right?
Yeah.
Brought it to DreamCon. We're sitting here. I never even heard of it, right? I didn't have the privilege of seeing the poster or going to the premiere.
All right.
But instantly I wanted to see it. Just seeing the energy that everybody involved with it was giving off. And then like your point made more sense too. Like if we all sit here and really, you know, quantify how many people was there in Austin just for DreamCon itself. Nigga, if all the people would have went to this premiere and filled up a theater, you know what I'm saying? That support right there would have went a long way. So that's why I'm like, my message generally had to be like, look, we got to find a way to get the money out of this for ourselves.
For ourselves, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is they see how, like, think about how much money Austin made that weekend.
I'm sure they
we're not even talking about just Friday, Saturday. We talking from Thursday to Monday because people was there that whole time.
And there was other stuff going on. Like I didn't realize.
Jackson was in town.
That's what I didn't know. I saw some old ladies telling me at the hotel. I'm like, wow.
Yes, bro.
I was saucy.
I remember somebody saying that, and it might have just been in the Animaga community. Somebody said that like maybe. I want to say like January, February. That's
that it was
really?
She was gonna be there.
Jackson gonna be in town during it.
That's crazy.
See, that's crazy to me. But also, you gotta think they factor that shit in.
Yeah.
They know the more population that we got, the more money it is. And if we bring in that type of crowd out, bro, and I know I've seen a lot of like personal celebrities. I mean, but
that's what we all.
I know I saw a lot of professionals out there, like a lot of young professionals, a lot of people who I know got stable lives,
right?
And they spending money. So we might as well focus on that from that part. Like we need to collaborate, get our properties in order. The same thing Carl Jones be talking about. If we creating and we own that properties, it's gonna be hard for Disney or anybody else to come in and swoop it and then undertake us and be like, yo, well, we came up with this. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I said, like, that's what I'm trying to find. Like, the staff is there. Like, the people, we still looking for people to have all these kind of recognitions.
Yeah.
But like the cosplay people,
it's
there's your wardrobe.
That's your wardrobe.
That's your wardrobe right there. Like, find people who do great cosplay work and be like, bro.
Which was a great message. Like I said, amazing ass message. And you know what I'm saying? It's one of those, like you said, it's one of those things that I think this DreamCon, even though, like I said, it was so crazy as far as the amount of the people, this was the most celeb DreamCon yet, because like I said, Zach Fox was there, Sexy Red was there, O'Shea Jackson Jr. was there. Hell, Big Sean commented and said, "Damn, I'm mad I missed this." Like,
yeah,
I feel like
Sexy Red was gonna be there.
Yeah, bro. Who? And Earth Gang was there.
yeah.
Like I feel
O'Shea Jackson Jr. was there the day we did the.
I know,
bro.
bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm mad. I didn't even know. I would have hit him up. So the thing about it is that I feel like you know what I'm saying. What RDC World has created, and this is what I love too, is that what RDC World has created is that DreamCon itself. There's a lot of creators that are getting that type of love, right? Because we saw NPC Miles that was there, was crazy. Of course, Burleezy was there, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Always crazy every year. RDC World. So when y'all went back to the hotel, I think y'all was dropping off equipment and everything like that. When I stayed, right, there was a moment where I was walking in the exhibit hall, and all of this I'm talking about. This big ass crowd going crazy and just moving with the I see a camera and I'm like, what is going on? Like you would have swore Chris Brown done walked through that bitch. Nigga, it was Mark and Leland.
Oh wow.
And Mark and Leland going crazy. And then another shift of big crowd was over there. And the only reason I was able to make this out because Ben taught us a bitch and it was just Ben. And I said, dog, these niggas can't even walk through their own event anymore. And you know what I'm saying? And then like Tiff was watching on the background, right? She was watching the Twitch behind the scenes.
Okay.
And she was like, they are going crazy over these niggas. Like they like Drake or somebody right now. I was like, yo, these niggas. And so I was like, the fact that the con got built where there's so many people that are now stars. Like I saw so many people talk about how Crystal Chanel made their day and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So we're seeing people like that being stars. We're seeing people like Kev on stage walking through. They can barely walk through. Like Kev said on his podcast, he was like, he packed light because he meant to hit the exhibit hall and purchase some shit. He told them, he said, hey, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to run to the exhibit hall real quick. He said his handler was like, no, you can't. He was like, wait, no. He's like, I'm just going to go. He was like, maybe if you would have got here earlier. They're like, do you got a mask? Like, no, you're like, you just can't walk through without a mask. Like, we can't, you can't do that. And so it's like, DreamCon has built is getting definitely to that like Comic-Con level. And the funny thing is, somebody on the DreamCon page shared somebody when they did their first DreamCon, right? They did their first DreamCon. Somebody commented on timeline like, Joe, DreamCon is for niggas with like mad clout. Y'all niggas think y'all gonna be able to sell out a con? Like, I'd be surprised if y'all even get 1,000 people there. Like nigga.
Oh no,
I saw that hating back on the
hating, bro. Like that tweet didn't age well because this motherfucker had 20 plus thousand. Bro, this one went crazy this year. Went crazy this year. Celeb status out the bro. Bro, I'm talking about sponsors, bro. Crazy, bro. Like they went this year. The vibes was so good because like I know now you know that is over. You're seeing like the fuck shit that happened that I guess we wasn't privy to. Like there was some nigga was walking around with a P Diddy party, shit.
I saw that.
With a what?
Diddy party
flyers.
It was a flyer that said
Diddy party.
It was a fake. It was like a real party.
Yeah,
flyer.
R. Kelly performing live and shit. Like niggas are being weird. There was some dude that was running around inappropriately touching women, but DreamCon staff kicked him out and shit like that and stuff like that. So it was some fuck shit.
Every con's going on.
20,000 people, bro.
20,000 people. But for the most part, like I said, it was solid, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. We saw so many pocket of people. Shout out to O and his, you know, and Pretty Man and all of them niggas because they was dressed as they did 2 cosplays. Iconic. One they did the Drew Hill one because we kept on seeing niggas in pajamas. We was like, did we miss something? And these niggas dressed as Drew Hill.
I saw the picture.
Yeah. And then they did wrestling. And you know, of course, you know, Trippy was there.
Oh yeah, Trippy for the wrestling.
Yeah. So you know, what I'm saying they had like an impromptu wrestling match in the middle of the hall. Of course, niggas played Not Like Us, and it was going crazy. Of course, with that, cosplays was going stupid.
Hey, shout out to Wave Guy for the speaker.
Yeah,
because he had the music going, fam.
Yeah,
many walking DJ.
Yeah, man, it was like, you know what I'm saying. It was like this year's DreamCon was fire. I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, we was running across a lot of dope people. It was hot as a bitch. That was the only downfall. But I mean,
it's awesome.
Yeah, but like I said,
it's not like it's gonna get any better next year.
Yeah, but it feels like
we don't know. Yeah, from that spoiler.
Yeah, if it's true.
Yeah,
but
true.
like I feel like the one thing that, and I heard O talk about this in another space, and I agree. As much flack as DreamCon has always get after the con, because that's been like the 3 years we've been going. Every year after the con, they get mad flack. You start hearing motherfuckers on the timeline talk shit and everything like that.
But that's every con.
Yeah. But I feel like DreamCon and BlurCon gets it the worst.
I think it's because it's more. I think
it's just our community.
See more.
Yeah, our community.
Of the people.
But the one thing I can say about DreamCon and what they do, they take that criticism. Remember the first year. the one thing that they said people was like, yo, the food choice was gonna ass. This year they had solid food choices. Last year people was like the drinks is. I heard, even though I didn't partake, but I heard those colorful drinks they had. I heard them motherfucker drinks slapped.
I heard they was too strong this year.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a good issue.
Yeah.
Usually you get
it is and it's not.
Yeah.
You don't want to be slapped at a con. It's already hot as a bitch.
True, but what I'm saying, usually,
Inside wasn't bad, though.
yeah,
It was
inside, outside. As soon as you walk out there. True.
You finna be out there.
I mean, you do, but you don't, because you know they. So that was the one thing too. You know they got the little walkway thing, right? But I feel like what they did was, and it's no disrespect to nobody who had a panel last year. I feel like what they did was they weeded out a lot of the panels that weren't like other panels. So like
everything felt different.
Yeah, so like let's say you got animators in one panel, and in the next room they would have like conversations about whatever.
Okay.
They kind of like, no, we're gonna put all this together. So conversations gonna be Friday.
Yeah.
Boom.
Right.
Comedy gonna be Saturday. Boom. Like they made it so where if I'm in a building, I didn't have to leave.
Yeah,
True.
I can just,
And then and this is what I also realized. Last year, even though we thought it was big, they didn't utilize the whole convention center.
Nope.
This year they had the whole convention center. Bro, I was like, that was one point we was walking. I was like, nigga, there's still stuff down here, like, bro.
When we hit the corner and got by where like the basketball shit was, I was literally blown. Matter of fact, where the video game room was,
bro. This was the most, This was the most jacket down video game area that we've ever seen out of all conventions that we ever been at, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was so huge, and it had a stage.
First of all, we walked in, right? Let me lay it out for you. We walked in. These niggas got arcades right here. They got Nintendo in the middle doing a whole thing. They had the fucking Burger Time.
I think they bring back Burger
machines.
Time.
So but look, they was giving out food and fucking t-shirts. We missed it. That's why the machines was right there. The high score nigga would have got a prize. Nigga, you remember you was 5 off or 50 off?
Yeah.
You would have got a prize.
Really?
So I found this out after the fact because Chili's was there promoting it, nigga.
Because you was like Chili's on.
Why Chili's in this game, bro?
They gave niggas. I think it was like
I love
I think
Chili's.
it was like burgers for
That's
a year, or something like
not
that.
so
It was
great.
Like,
Good.
you literally
I
got
love
like
Chili's.
either ribs or burgers for a year if you had like the high school.
Oh, I'd have kept playing.
Yeah. but
for a
look,
year is crazy.
Ribs for a year.
Hey, but
bananas.
But
not done
them
yet.
baby back
So left for that was all the computers, like all the video game systems, all the computers and whatnot. Then these niggas had a stage with chairs, all this shit with the cast of fucking Grand Theft Auto 5 up there, chopping it up. And it's a big ass screen.
Yeah, they had a big ass screen, so
Big
you
ass
couldn't
screen.
see the stage. Bro,
Yeah,
that makes sense. It is anime and gaming. So like it makes sense that those two would be their two biggest areas of like investment.
And that's what I said. That was a very smart move though, because I mean, I feel like all the conventions that we've ever been to, like that game area really just be like a big sweaty. Let's put all the stuff in there. That was more. Crunchyroll was solid.
Crunchyroll was solid.
Yeah, Crunchyroll was solid.
They brought an imported machine.
But that's Cali, right?
Yeah, that was Cali.
So, yeah.
But I mean, but I mean, also I feel like that like Crunchyroll was solid because they just had a different set of games. But I feel like even the layout still was just like y'all just got shit all over the place.
But they're Japanese though, so you know they put science behind that.
Whereas like
it was definitely still like it didn't sound as
like
Dreamcast
Dreamcast
was definitely like this is a room. But we got a shit ton of games.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right?
This set felt
if
intentional.
I could throw a party, I want that layout.
Well,
I want video games in the back. I want a stage and a dance floor in the middle, and I want a big ass stage on the front where niggas can get up there and talk. They could, bro. When I tell you, I don't think we went in this room last year.
No, we didn't
at all.
It's probably modeled like how probably I assume like PAX was, or like how E3 used to be, or Summer Games Fest, where these are all video game specific conventions.
I mean, I think that's what made it. Like, I think that's what made it great because I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like the emphasis they put in that room, it is like nigga. If you want to see the gaming,
it was intentional shit.
Voice actors for gaming.
Yeah.
The news about gaming is literally in the game.
Because,
That's why I bet it was harder after those ones.
Yeah, because matter of fact, it wasn't just the Grand Theft Auto. Because remember, the voice actor from Miles was there too.
Yep.
From Spider-Man.
I feel like it was just or a few black, a few black.
But it was very intentional, and you know what I'm saying.
And he walked through afterwards.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
that was the crazy part because he was walking through talking with some guy, and I'm thinking it was gonna be bigger, bro. Niggas was in their gaming. Niggas was really in there focused.
Yeah, because they had that tournament. They had a Tekken tournament going on. They had a couple of tournaments, right? That's why I felt so chaotic, but also structured because whoever was running the tournament, he was like standing up, like you could tell, like it was just, it just felt like like I said, like you said, like E3 used to be and everything. It just felt very intentional. Then you know what I'm saying, like I said, we ran into so many creators that was like the theme for me this whole weekend was like, yo, we should be panelists and guests. And so many creators, big time creators, like, yo, y'all coming to the thing? We're like, nah, we just, you know, we panel. They're like, what? Like people kept on really like validating my thoughts, like, yo, y'all niggas should be here with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we talked to Pat, I talked to Cleo brother, talked of course with Kev, with Wes, with Pierre, like just talking with different creators of saying, why are y'all niggas not here with us? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, next year. I'm
checking for us, man.
Yeah, next year. But the comedy show was fire. You know what I'm saying? We got to see that comedy show. Roxy was the standout. Well, maybe I don't know. Her and Mo did they thing.
No, Roxy snapped.
But Roxy snapped. Roxy was like
Roxy.
that was Roxy. You know, certain comedians, you know your crowd. Yeah. Roxy was like, I'm doing content. I'm doing this comedy set for this crowd, so it was animation.
She also did a comedy show at BlurredCon.
I
saw that because I was watching a panel. They did live, well not live stream. They just recorded it and put it up the other day. And in there she was talking about, you know, see me at the comedy show later tonight.
And then, you know, and having conversations with Roxy, I know that this is something that she's been wanting to do. She's been said, you know, I'm not seeing comedy shows at these, you know what I'm saying, these anime conventions. And she was like, I want to bring that because there's a lot of blurs I know that also do comedy, and I think it'll be fire. So that show was.
But I mean, that's really I feel like that's really what I saw in this DreamCon too. Like what they're like, even with marketing, they really are trying to push. Like DreamCon isn't really this like nerd. It's like it's just, you know, dreams. Like it's like a big ass think tank festival. You understand?
It really
is.
It's
like when you decide to bring comedy to it, like that ain't been done.
Yeah.
In a convention to have a you know what I'm saying?
Well, think about it. They had 3 or 4 comedy shows that day.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
In order. And what it was all different types of people. Because even Vader and them, they had a comedy show. Like, to me, I think that's what DreamCon was emphasizing. If you're a creator, and you're vibely able to put some shit together, come do it. And you know, they gave people the opportunities. Because I told people, for real, to me it was less about dialogue and more about entertainment this year. And so even what we did was entertaining. Like, it was a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, we created it on the fly, but shout out to, like you say, shout out to them. Motherfuckers was engaged. They was ready. And I feel like the crowd came looking for it.
The crowd definitely came. Look, so, you know, and then, like I said, there was a lot of people. Like I said, I'm trying to think, man. Like I said, because we ran into so many different people just out the fly. You just like, oh shit, run into this person, run into this person. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Persephone. Shout out to Pat. Shout out to
Persephone.
Listen, bro, you watch it. I don't like how you said that over there. What? I don't like how you said that. Okay, I talked to her first. First of all, we were conversating, having a good time. You know, and then I happened to segue you in and introduce you. This is my good friend Bacardi. You know what I'm saying? And because you was outside, you was out there chilling. You wasn't even thinking about it. And I was like talking to her about basketball and life.
You already knew what she was on. That's what I said. Cause Rudy like Deuce was already like dipped off, and I'm like, man, him was out in the hallway. I was like, Deuce is talking to celebrity friends.
He really is.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And that nigga disappeared immediately. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, he finna go see where Deuce is at.
Oh yeah, I had the camera. I had the camera in my hand. I was like, you know what?
Go see where Deuce is at.
Well,
he got up the stairs.
You know what I'm saying?
Because my whole thing for my photos that I wanted to get this DreamCon is I wanted to get the candid, like the natural shots with celebrities. Like I was like, you know what? That's
you
the
mean
one
your
thing.
Friends? That's what you meant.
Yes,
your peers.
Yes,
your
my
peers.
peers. Like, I wanted to get those candid shots. You know what I'm saying with that. So I was like, you know, I was like, I wanted to make sure. So like, even when I was even chopping it up, like there was a moment where I was walking through the exhibit hall and I saw the owner of BlurredCon talking to Blurred.com. And I was like, oh shit, I know both of these dudes. I was like, let me go chop it up with them as well, just to say what's up. But as we was talking and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yo, it's the 2 founders of Blurred.com. Blurred.com. It's the founder of BlurredCon, and then it's me. And I saw, you know, Trip. I said, hey, Trip, just get the snapping. Because I knew that those photos were going to come out fire. Because I'm like, yo, this right here is a lot. Like I'm like, to me, this is like a power conversation. It's Geekset, BlurCon, and Blur.com.
Right.
I was like, this looks fire. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of just have that aesthetic, or having a picture of me, Pierre, and Wes, just up on stage, or having that candid shot of me hosting, Kev going crazy, you right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was my goal for my photo. But we potted. I don't want to talk about it that fast. I gotta lay it out. We potted, bro. Can we pod? Shit.
Hey, I feel you on that, because the picture I got on the mic where Kev is like laughing, looking at me, what's good is laughing, looking at me, and Rudy in the back. I wish it was wider. Yeah. I wish it was the whole room, but I'm gonna wait on the footage.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess with some of the stuff there, but I wanted to get those shots. Like you said,
those are the shots. Though honestly, I feel like because we captured a moment that people don't understand later. You know what I mean? Right. Not necessarily today or later though. Like they're gonna look and be like, wait a minute. That's Kev on stage. Oh, that was you up there. Yeah, and I needed that for myself.
Yeah, it's not a. Oh, you probably just saw Kev and was like, "Hey, can I take a photo real quick?" It's like, "Oh shit, wait, what is this?
What was y'all doing?"
This was an actual thing. You know what I'm saying? And so that was kind of like my theme for capturing the photos in regards to that. So yeah, I mean the con itself, like I said, the vibes was just really dope. Like I said, I felt like I still felt like we didn't even get a chance to explore as much as we wanted to.
Never do. Never do. I had to accept it this time. Like it's so much shit. That's why I do hope that we can become guests. So I can just do it because I never get to see the guest stuff. So I'm like, just let me be a part of it then. You're there, like, because as press, we don't have time. Like, it's too much stuff to do.
Yeah, we can never get to the volleyball game, the basketball game.
Like I junk on a nigga. I mean, if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
6th Street. This was a really fun 6th Street. This 6th Street was crazy.
This 6th Street was a blur. I feel like it was a blur.
I had so much fun.
I feel like last year was fun, and this year was more like I don't know. I felt like we were chasing.
We were trying to find something to do.
Yeah,
we were trying to find something to do.
I felt like I had so much fun.
I mean, you probably had fun. You definitely had some fun. You said we all had fun. I mean, but 6th Street, I feel like it was like
especially that last one.
The Friday night.
The last night was better than the first night.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think that's what it was. I think it grew. Like the Friday night was like,
Friday night was
but we were all tired too, though.
Yeah.
None of us slept. Everybody was like
Saturday night.
Saturday
night was decent because Saturday night was packed.
Yeah.
It was busy. That's what it. But I mean, that's when we were still trying to find the party to go to, the land. Like we was trying to find so we still was really just out.
Yeah.
But I mean, but that was the limes. Like all that.
The scooter night. Hey, look, man.
Scooter night.
I gotta get this off my chest real quick, y'all.
King had his first scooter night.
I was just gonna say that.
That was his first?
I was peer pressured by my cohorts into scooting around Austin, Texas. I've never ever ridden. I never rode a mechanical scooter like that.
Okay.
So like I've had bikes, e-bike, all that shit, but like. That's why when I first got on it, y'all see I had to do a couple circles.
Right, see what you was doing?
Yeah, kind of get the gist.
I'm like, man, don't be nervous, man. We about to get out here on these scooters. Man, that was it, man. Deuces was already out earlier.
But see, y'all didn't, and the thing is, y'all didn't give me the full rundown of what I got to look out for. So I didn't know the little circle was the battery. I thought at first, I didn't know what the fuck it was. No, but
you see it dwindling down.
When we was looking, when we was going uphill, it went from 5 slices or whatever to 3, and I was like, 4 slices to 3. I was like, whoa, what the fuck happened? So then it slowed down and everything. But then we was looking for the new ones. Remember, we had an issue because they were all red. My crazy ass, I'm sitting here it don't just recharge. What the fuck going on?
It don't just
I thought when you pay for it go to go back green. No, nigga, this is funny. You got to look for one that's charged up. So that was my experience was okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
But when I got on it, it was fun.
Yeah, boy, that air is going through that boy locks.
Oh,
boy.
It's the air, bro.
That's what it was. You start hitting them heels and shit.
Dip down and shit. I'm like,
but I'm kind of mad because I'm like, we could have been doing this. I've been walking up this fucking hill this whole time. I could have got me a goddamn scooter.
The scooter,
2 hours later, boom.
Right where you need to be at,
bro. So O and them had a little get together, and we was like, fuck it. I think the Uber would have been like $30, something like that. So he was like, fuck it, we could take the scooter. Take us 5 to 7 minutes to get there. So niggas hop on them scooters, dog. We got there riding through the niggas' neighborhood. He had the sit down one.
Sit down ones are fun.
Yeah.
Bro, this fancy.
The sit down one. Whoa. Oh,
And no, he got it out of like the creepiest place ever. We was literally on a main street. We're on a
we all
street,
walked past it actually,
and
I was like,
and he was the only one that happened to like go find it. But I'm
Because
like,
I was doing the bird, they was doing the other ones, and we was having trouble finding fully charged ones.
everybody walked past it. I think everybody really looked at it with disgust.
no, I didn't see it.
The sit-down
I
ones-
didn't see
The
it.
sit-down ones are fun.
the
I don't like them in general, but the sit-down ones are better.
Yeah.
What you do? So you would do the sit down one?
I've done those ones. I've done those ones throughout downtown here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the stand up ones you ain't fucking with.
Yeah.
I don't do those often either.
Yeah.
Really?
You know, this ain't a scooter guy, man. This is like fuck
Especially living
that.
right by the trolley. I just take that
Yeah,
and just
dude.
walk from wherever you let me out.
I mean, I get that.
But yeah, so we got the scooter around downtown, pulled up on them last minute, the scooter back down to 6th Street.
Niggas,
We was out-
niggas thought we was about to mob.
Bro,
them
we
niggas,
pulled up.
dog.
So we pulled up
On
as far
scooters,
as scooters,
nigga.
right? Trying to find the address. So we see niggas outside of a house, right? So we was like, oh, it must be here. So I'm like, hey, is this the address? Of course, niggas don't know who we is. So you see niggas coming up asking about the address. The niggas like, nah. Then so we get to the end of the block, they're like, bro, that had to be the address. So we pull around like, hey, man, are y'all sure this ain't the address?
I'm
Niggas was like,
screaming.
oh,
No.
shit, that's Deuces in them. Oh, yeah,
I'm
this the
screaming
address.
it to niggas like,
I
cause
said that shit so loud. Like, this only niggas on the block, bro. This
this is where we supposed to be.
This is where we supposed to be at, nigga.
I'm telling niggas like, hold on, no, this it. They like, he's like, no, that nigga said it ain't. I'm like, no, I don't care what that nigga said. This it, bro.
That's it. Pull it back up. This is where O at, right? You know what I'm saying?
Niggas like, oh, that's Geekset. All right, yeah, this it. I was like, hey, I was like,
Niggas say
respect to
y'all.
y'all. I understand why y'all said no because you know what I'm saying. Four
Niggas
niggas roll up on the scooter talking about this the place. Like, wait, who's y'all niggas? Dog? I don't
No,
even know.
Four loud, semi-drunk niggas too. That was
It
the
was
catch.
definitely-
Oh,
Niggas was
shit,
damn near
man.
slapped. And we had just got done eating, smoking. We was good.
We was good.
We was
dog.
in a
Definitely
good, we was in a
good
good
ride.
place.
I mean, that's what I said. The Saturday night was the best. Cause like I said, I didn't even know about that whole little food. Like we was
Yeah.
like last year, we was eating all that goddamn weekend. I ain't even gonna say it's week because it was that didn't hit the spot. But that pizza and all that shit in
Yeah.
6th Street, but like literally down the street is like a food park,
Yeah.
like a food truck park
Yeah.
that was there.
With
But we
plenty
didn't-
different
no one
cultures
ever
of
even-
food.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And so it was like that food was way fucking better.
Yeah,
Like,
And
it
it was
was.
cheaper.
yeah.
cheaper. Man, like so, like I said, DreamCon was a whole vibe, man. I fuck with you.
I definitely I was actually really mad that no one actually like. First of all, Kane cosplay.
yes.
Kane cosplay. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was in such arrogance. It was like, boy, they gonna let me bring this nice sword. in
Oh
here.
my God.
Like they gonna take it
He
from
had a
me.
real sword.
He brought a real ass sword. They said you can't bring it in here.
Bro,
cuz.
first of all, you niggas sell swords in the fucking place.
So I
bro.
brought it up. I was like, well, what if we go in there and buy one of the cakes? He's like, nah, you can't give it. I was like, bro, what the hell?
Bro, it's niggas in there with real swords.
That nigga-
And it wasn't real. It was, it's real, but it's not real. And it wasn't sharp. Bro, the nigga touched it and said, ow. He literally jumped like it cut him. I was so mad at him, like, bro, I should poke
This
this
nigga
shit
was
out of
under
you.
his breath the whole time. Like,
Bro.
this nigga ain't let me get my sword. I just don't even feel right without my
I
sword.
swear
I'm
to
finna go
God.
back and get this motherfucking sword
Yeah.
and walk. Especially when we walked in as president, like, I didn't know we could do this. This nigga walked. Oh, I'm gonna go get my fucking sword, nigga.
Yes,
That
bro.
nigga say nobody gonna stop me. I'm pressed, nigga. Like, we can do this.
Yeah,
like,
we was like utilizing the shit out that press badge.
that
like,
motherfucker.
But
No.
that was bullshit though, bro. Because to be fair, like, so the toasting, it was hidden. And that's what was pissing me off. Like, even the walk back to the hotel to put it up.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers was
nigga
like,
see the sword.
hey, toast. I was like, bro, it's the sword. It just stand out. First of all, it's
Yeah.
orange handle and it got the ring on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro.
I mean, it was one
If
of
I
those.
knew you was gonna be on hoe shit, I would not have bought the sword. I only bought the sword for the outfit because it makes it right. Like his Zompac toe, nigga, is his Zompac toe. It ain't just some bullshit you can just buy.
Right.
If you notice, even when we walked around, nobody had Toast's Zompac toe. So fuck you, Mr. Rodriguez, whatever the fuck your name was. You can suck my balls because that was some bullshit. Especially for you to touch it and go, "Ow, it's so sharp. I can't believe you're gonna bring this in here. Nigga, it's like 42 niggas over there with goddamn swords. With fucking swords.
That's what I mean, though. It was definitely like the sword thing, the weapon thing is always weird because it's like, bro, what you think I'm on?
Bro, exactly.
Like, what
It's
you
just-
think?
It's just security.
I mean, I get it security.
But Bacardi made a good point. I should have pushed the press thing like, nigga, I got a bag full of cameras and a tripod.
But like, yeah.
You think I'm in here trying
just
to
in my
poke niggas?
costume. Like, let me just
I
stay.
get you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like that shit was funny though. That thing was really bad.
Yeah,
about
but
that
I mean,
shit.
like I said, the cosplays was fire. Your cosplay,
Captain N, bro, I'm not.
It
niggas
hit,
didn't
though.
get the Captain N though.
but
Like,
it hit though.
hit, though.
It hit.
It
Motherfuckers,
hit.
hey, niggas was fucking with it,
I
dog.
ain't hear nobody say nothing to
Nah,
me.
See, you gotta remember though, it's the same shit niggas did to me. you gotta have your peripherals up. Because
Yeah.
niggas definitely looking like.
Yeah, niggas fucked with it, especially when you was taking the photo by the Nintendo booth and everything.
Right. Like I
With
was
the
like,
gun,
fam,
bro, with
Captain N. I feel like that was that's
a deep cut, but it's one of those ones
It's a
that
heavy deep cut. It's in the lineup forever now though. Like like definitely like I'm like because it was an easy copy. That jacket, that little Letterman jacket.
Did you cop the jacket first, and then that's what inspired? Like, what inspired it? Like, where did that cosplay come from? Actually,
to be truthfully honest, like I have a shitload of like. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about just like growing up as a kid or whatever, there's a shitload of cosplays I would.
Very insane.
There was a shitload of cosplays I would that I want to do. And Captain N was like I still want to do Mr. T, like just old random ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like Captain N was something I had saw when I was looking up last year.
Okay.
When I ended up doing Static Shock.
Okay.
So when it was last year, it was between Captain N and Static Shock. And this year I was gonna just do Casey because we was all talking about we were gonna just do the panel.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I just wear my black heat on the panel and then just do Casey on Saturday. And I was like, bro, I want to do something different. And it was. I couldn't bring my fucking hockey sticks because we drove last time.
Yeah, we drove last time.
One finna pay no extra dollars for no $12 hockey stick to get another bag. Absolutely not. But I had ordered that's what it was. When I saw the cosplay for the Captain, I'm like, bro, this ain't nothing but the jacket.
Right.
Like it's just a jacket. It's just the end on the jacket. It's a yellow shirt and some jeans. But the belt is like everything else though. The accessories, the zapper gun, literally finding an actual Nintendo belt buckle was like that. Was like okay, this is because I was gonna make it. I was gonna buy a controller and figure out some way to make a real Nintendo controller belt. You know what I'm saying?
I also think too, if you show too much love on Captain N, you showing your age.
You are showing your age.
You definitely showing your age.
You showing. And what's funny though, when I Google, if you Google. And I don't mean no harm. If you Google Captain N cosplays, boy, them white folks out here looking a mess. Dog, I'm like, ain't none of this no Captain N, dog. Like, I was, and I was like, that's why I knew. I was like, I don't even see a black person. No one does this.
Bro, that's how I felt about Tosin. The Canal made Tosin. If you Google it, it's like 2 or 3 people that did okay, but they did like the holified version, so it's kind of easy. They never sleeveless niggas, you know what I'm saying? But to see like a legit full, like still in the Sarate, no, bro, niggas was not doing it right.
Niggas ain't So it's like that's what I said. I mean, I'm building on my Captain N. I want to get the Power Glove. Power Glove comes to the next time. I gotta find one. I'm
walking around with the Power Glove. Yo,
I want to get me.
People gonna stop you just because of the Power Glove.
I was just gonna say that walking around with a Power Glove is like I would be worried a nigga try to run off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, bro, let me see it and just run because
I definitely want to find a part. Like, I want to try to get as many Nintendo little accessories to kind of put around. But I'm like, no, the Captain N. When I put that motherfucker on, like, yeah, this busting. Yeah, this real busting.
So I mean, right now, like I said, we kind of talked about it. The only thing, like I said, I was really upset. I'm not upset, but I mean, I understood. But I was just like, damn, man, I wish Ditch could have made this one because this was my favorite DreamCon yet.
Nice. I mean, definitely for you, I can see that. I can see that. I mean, it was. I think as far as like for the panel, for the panel we did. What did I say was my favorite? That's hard to say if it's my favorite. I mean, this is my favorite panel. Okay, but I don't know if I would say my favorite DreamCon. Well, I feel like I saw more last year.
Definitely did. Definitely.
I feel like I definitely saw more last year.
Yeah.
So I think
but
that's
we were
what
there more days too, though.
We was. You know what I'm saying? Like this was a really crunch DreamCon.
Yeah.
In a sense, like Saturday was, in a sense, a free day, but we still didn't do a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I feel like that's really what
it was. The comedy show.
Yeah.
The comedy show took up a lot of the time. Just like supporting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was like really trying to go check people's shit out and do stuff. But
so I mean, I think that's really, if anything, that's why it's hard for me to say it's my favorite. Because it did what we talking about. It made me realize, like, bro, we got to be a different, like, I want to be a different thing now.
Like, I feel like, and it's funny is because, like I said, we still want to, because of the way we operate with press, I still want to be able to get press. I feel like I said, we're building out the team. We talk about it all the time, how it expands. We built our press team more, right? Now we require 5 tickets for our press, right?
Right.
Now it goes like, all right, we're going to have, we got to go in 2 different divisions. We got to have a press and then us as panelists, guests. And then damn near, because people were saying, like, hey, y'all niggas gonna be in the, like, we probably gonna have 3 ways. We're gonna have a press wave team. We're gonna have somebody managing the geek shop that
like the merch and everything.
The merch at Exhibit Hall, and then us as panelists as guests. Like we're gonna have to really go down and start moving down there like like a full function
yeah, that's definitely when you think about all the aspects that we got, like that we can, like that we provide. Yeah, you definitely do it.
And it was people last year that I know were walking around that was like doing stuff for DreamCon that this year had their booths, that had their own booths, had merch, you know what I'm saying, or had like something that they were bringing to the table. That's what I was kind of saying. Like, I think that'll be like what we really need to do. It's like instead of like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring merch for the whatever show we got, just have a booth too.
I mean, but shout out. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I love the energy I get. I mean, it's probably just a personal thing, but I do love the energy I get from everybody when we do our, like the last year panel after we did our Black Geek documentary. Everybody flooding around me and just giving money and buying and everything. It's like it definitely feels, because I mean, for me, it's a little bit more than just being an exhibit hall, because it's like you ain't coming to this close to have to even hear us out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's like for us to do the last year when we did the panel and have this merch there, and everybody was just like, I'll buy whatever, you know, just to go, you know, to kind of help us. Then this year we was like, nigga, we need y'all to donate to the Kickstarter. Like, you can get anything on the table as long as you just put some kind of donation to the Kickstarter. And I mean, it was definitely a lot of people, like everybody. I still brought stuff back. Yeah. But again, the energy of everybody is kind of coming after hearing what we talking about, what we're trying to do, and they want to buy from us or from me for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know having it in an exhibit hall, but it's like, but I ain't gonna be there. So it's like, you gotta have people who gonna really be able to explain what we doing. And it's like, you know, that's a whole nother, that's like, now I'm teaching and training. You know what I'm saying?
But, you know, and then also, like, last thing before we move on to the next topic about it is this, I do like, again, having that panel that first day throughout that whole weekend. People like, you know what I'm saying, random people that we haven't met, but that was at the panel. Like, hey, yo, y'all had a really good panel. You know, I know King said a couple of people stopped him and told him that. So just being able to have that, like, oh shit, people really remembered that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, you know, personally for me, having that moment where somebody recognized me from Geek Blasphemy. Like, I'm coming down the escalator and I had this moment where it was like a pocket of people where, like, dude was like, hey, man, you know, I just want to know, like, hey, are you Young Deuces? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, yo, I watch Geek Blasphemy. I watch this, such and such. And, you know, like, look, we've had people in our community that we rock with, that we know on the timeline, right? I haven't had nobody yet really coming outside of the time, like the community, ask for a photo like that. And then having a pocket of people like, oh, shit, yo, can I get a photo? Can I get a photo? Like, that shit was crazy for me.
I definitely felt like this was the fact that we had got that panel. I had immediately put in my head, like, this is his DreamCon. Like, this is your DreamCon. You know what I'm saying? Because of how everything even flowed. Like, the fact, because I mean, like I said, when we got the panel, it was like, well, what do we do with it? And we was also like, bro, ask them, Kevin, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like, to get the instant yes, it was like, oh yeah, this is DreamCon. Like, he finna go down there and show out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he finna go down there and really be in your, like, I'm like, and it was like, and it showed. I think that's what it was. Like, everybody has their thing.
Their reason,
You know what I'm saying? Their reason for being there. And like I said, I feel like even going this time, like, because we in the idea, we were just gonna be going and just be pressed. So I didn't really have any expectations. I'm like, oh, we doing a panel now, so okay. Like, so like I said, so even me having that experience to be on the panel was just like, oh, I didn't expect this, but now, you know what I'm saying, I'm enjoying this, but that was still all of your work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, I'm saying, like, I'm just riding the wave of Deuces at this DreamCon. Because it was like, that's really what we was an energy of. And I feel like that's what I really enjoyed about this one. Because it showed more of, like, the doubt you keep trying to say and not trying to say you ain't got peers is what you need to, like, that's what we keep trying to say. Like, bro, you are out here with them. Like, I know I'm not. Like, they don't know me still. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm unfortunately labeled as semi-famous because I'm friends with you. So, sorry, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll never beat that
like,
right.
These people don't know me. That's what I knew. Like, I knew even being in the space, I'm like, half these niggas don't know who I am. They stop endorsing. So I'm like, this your life, bro. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for it, though. Like, this nigga really out here. Like, these people. Like, give your people, bro.
We Deuces guys.
Yeah, we Deuces guys. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll put some merch on eventually. Like, you know me eventually. Like, you know who I am eventually.
I'm going to do something memorable.
Yeah,
I'm going to make them be like,
right now,
stage will be like, hey, that big nigga kick, he all right. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then also, like I said, I love, again, how we look when we work. Like I said, that's always a big highlight for me. It's like, our Geekset is synonymous for work. Anytime anybody talks about Geekset, they talk about like, hey, y'all niggas was working, y'all niggas was doing like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They see like even with the setup. I mean, granted, hey, we be in shambles without you. You are always needed, Didge. I just need you to know that.
Absolutely.
Always needed. We are definitely in shambles without
Hey,
you.
them niggas start asking us questions. I was like, man, somebody call Didge, bro. He like, can this receiver?
However,
No.
we kept it internal. To the outside, they like, oh, you know, they seen us set up the camera, they seen us talking with the AV people, they seen us, you know what I'm saying, they seen Bacardi and them set up, you know, with the merch table, they seen us get everything together, me and, you know, get in the panel and stuff like that. So when from the outside, people look at us like, oh shit, these niggas working. And I just love that is our reputation. Even outside, because like I said, when we straight got to work at the Sway, we talk about it all the time. You know, it's just like when we meet people of notable names or high celeb status, when they see us work. And I feel like that is always that is something that is going to carry and everything with us and keep us afloat as far as we go with everything. So I love that. So like I said, my only downfall was I was like,
yeah, I mean, I'll definitely talk to you.
You know what I'm saying? But I gave you the prayer hands. You know what I'm saying? I did the prayer hands for this.
Yeah. Again, the prayer hands.
Yeah,
Like,
you know.
a little bit for the homies, man.
You know?
Oh, you should have set up that we could always just deal with it.
He was dead, bro.
We could all deal with it.
Right on the internet,
I did see I saw the card. I'm like, damn, this sound like I'm dead.
Yeah, he did, bro.
I just thought this. You know, I need Didge couldn't make it, so I did the prayer. I didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. You the ass nigga all 5 of them, bro. Nigga down a bit bananas. Like, sit man love the dance. You couldn't be here with him. Dog, you dropped the ball on that one. I didn't know that was your reason to do it. You dropped the ball. If you said that out loud, I'm like, oh, this nigga didn't know that. He said my love too here, nigga. Like, no.
Oh shit, man. But you know, while we was down there, a lot of shit happened. Marvel was dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying? They did their reveal. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching Comic-Con while I was here.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
What's funny is because the episode before that, remember I brought it up. I said, you know, the rumor is Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doom, and we all was like, nigga, that ain't gonna happen. I was like, I know, but you know, let's talk about it real quick. And we was like, I mean, he would play a good Doom. Like we had a whole conversation of this shit will not happen.
Right.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
Like his reveal was so ick. Like when he, I was like, ugh, get away from me. Dude, like that's how I really reacted. Like, dude,
Yeah.
like
it can work. Honestly, it could work. It could work really well.
I don't think it could work. I just can't see, like, bro, I'm not taking away because this nigga played the most amazing black man I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta take my whole mind off like 15 years of Tony Stark, and now you finna be this more like.
So you haven't seen anything that he's been in post MCU then? Because
the nigga
he's fresh off an Oscar. Don't forget.
And he Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah.
He Dr. Doolittle. I mean, he left Iron Man to be Dr. Doolittle.
Tony Stark lane to me. Dr. Doolittle.
But no, his
Oppenheimer was wrong. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I haven't watched Oppenheimer.
No, me neither. I didn't even know he was in that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm
He
saying
isn't. That was the least of my worries.
And that's
like somebody being like him being doomed. The least of my worries was like him being able to act it. That was the least because I know he's gonna be able to kill that.
I just don't think I'm gonna be able to take I ain't gonna be able to take away the Tony though.
I'm okay with him being Doom instead of being another hero.
There's an alternate universe.
Story wise, that's
well. So here's the thing. There's 2 comic book storylines where they can potentially do it. Right. So if you haven't seen it, like I said, and for those, like I said, we're talking about RDJ has been announced as Doom. Obviously, you know everybody knows and everything like that, right? So. There's 2 comic book storylines where there's one where there's a swap mind situation where Doom swaps his mind with Tony and does that, and there's one where a variant of Tony Stark actually becomes Doom. So those are the 2 comic book storylines they could.
And the variant that becomes Doom is it because? So does that mean the person that was Doom like fam became Tony? Or there was just never no Tony Stark.
So I never read that full one. I just know. I just know that the variant of Tony Stark becomes Doom. I don't know the full storyline, and I know the one where Victor Von Doom swaps the mindset is that's out of a petty reason. He's like, well, fuck that. I know that storyline more, but I haven't read it. So
now what I'm throwing off because everybody's been doing like even with all this going on, you know, Jonathan Majors in the mix and all this. Like, was Was he supposed to be? Was he gonna be a Doom? Like, why is everybody like so mad that
Doom was
No,
gonna
no.
be? I thought Doom was gonna be a variant of Kang.
No.
what happened was Avengers 5 was it was Kang. I forgot the title.
Kang Dynasty?
But
wasn't it?
Kang Dynasty. So it was specifically going to.
They
be
pretty
about
much
Kang.
it's
That
pretty much
storyline is gone.
it's just a new villain storyline. That's the whole
They
So
thing.
did.
now,
Okay.
now they're going to establish Doom as the villain,
Yeah, instead of a
probably
king.
in Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
yeah.
and then obviously for Avengers. So it's just
So it's just
they
that
already
it's
had
not
kind
that.
of wrapped up
Yeah.
Kang's storyline. Like that's why sort of into Loki.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, we got rid of that on.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
I
What
see what you said.
So,
So,
like-
in their own way, they kind of really
Yeah,
soft
so it's
closed
not that Doom was Jonathan Majors supposed to be Doom. It was just like Doom was not supposed to be the big bad focus for the next few phases. It was supposed to be Kang.
right. This whole
Now do we think in the possibility that Doom ain't the big bad, especially Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom?
I mean, it could be Galactus. That's the only other way that it could go.
I think he's just to finish out this.
Yeah.
Because actually in the comic books or in the comments, Ray got a point. We know that he's Doom for at least those two Avengers films. We don't know if he's the Doom. But either way, the reason why I was saying that I think it could work, yes, I would have loved to have somebody else. Cillian Murphy as Doom would have been cool.
Yeah.
I would have been ecstatic with that. But the reason that I think this could work is now when they have all of these heroes come and sort of have to fight Doom, that one instance if Doom's helmet gets knocked or his mask gets knocked off, and now they reckon with, we got to face somebody who is the face that we've known as Tony Stark. That thematically, that is something that's crazy because you got Peter Parker, who that was his mentor.
Yeah.
Now you got to fight that Strange, who
I mean,
it
becomes
That's a
emotional
new,
battle.
new
It
emotional
becomes
battle. Because
that can work crazy.
yeah, and if you think about it, Thanos didn't really give us that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get it because Kang would have been another like it's just another big bad. This
Right.
does add an emotional layer
Yeah, this,
that Kang and Thanos wasn't gonna give
now
us.
it's I gotta stop this big bad, but inside of me, do I got it to be able to?
Yeah, and I know
kill Tony Stark?
I know where your mind's going. Like, we've seen that in multiple movies, but we haven't seen that in the MCU.
We have. I mean, Deadpool just kind of did it in a sense.
Not really though, because
But they did it to us. They broke the wall. Like Deadpool broke the wall.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Like it hadn't
yeah.
been done in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, Deadpool broke the wall.
So, yeah,
I
so-
get that. I just.
And here's the thing: I trust the Russos.
that's
Trust the
part of
Russos.
equation. I think
I
that
trust the Russos.
people aren't.
But so is this Doom? Is Doom supposed to be? Is the Fantastic Four movie supposed to come out before the Avengers
Yes.
movie?
Fantastic
So he
Four
was-
come out next
so-
year.
Okay, so he's gonna. So
We don't know if he's gonna show up. Ideally, he should,
I feel
but we
like
just don't
I'm-
know.
I feel like I'm pretty confident.
They're usually
at some
synonymous.
level,
Usually, we do Fantastic
showing
Four.
up.
Yeah.
he has to show. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like you can't just be because I mean, even for the Avengers, the Fantastic Four got to be a part of that. I feel like.
Well,
they already said Fantastic
Yeah.
Four are going to be in the two Avengers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So,
And so
yes.
I want to see how they're going to do because remember we know that this is in an alternate universe in the kind of 40s, but the 40s is kind of like a future,
It's
like
60s.
60s, but the 60s is still kind of like a futuristic version to a timeline. This Fantastic Four is completely different. It's not the main timeline. So here's what I'm banking on and what most likely they're going to do. Incursions are going to become very, very more prevalent because obviously if we know the Fox timeline is Earth 10005 or whatever it was. We know that Fantastic Four is on a whole different timeline. We know that if Doom is going to be introduced there, that's a whole different timeline, meaning that the only way that we get everybody together is an incursion, which leads up to Battle World, which we know what's going to be coming up to. So I feel like again, these next few phases, why I trust the Russos and why I think it's going to be able to work, is that one, every property that we've been getting now, they've been very putting emphasis on what universe we're on. Meaning
Yeah, they
that,
gotta let you know.
yeah, so now they're showing us like, okay, yes, we're not trying to pull and make a story of the 616. The story is the incursion. We're leading up to an incursion.
And I'm going to disagree. I do trust the writers because the writer that's doing this, he wrote Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War, Captain America, First Avenger, and I think, and I'm pretty sure,
Winter Soldier?
Yeah, Winter Soldier. So
I mean, yeah.
those are 5 of my favorite Marvel movies. So if anything, I feel like that combination, and it makes sense because obviously the Russo brothers worked on all.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I think
that team together back it makes sense. Like I think I on paper everything is laid out to work.
So, but is the event? Do we know yet if the Avengers movie is supposed to be these young Avengers things again, or is it like everybody coming back?
No, I think it's going to be whatever the new Avenger, team is going to be.
That's where Cap Force come in.
Yeah,
like Thunderbolts, all of this stuff. It seems like this is what's going to start shaping.
Yeah,
because that's why I said
shaping the new team.
Because that's why I said I think that's what's throwing me off, because like you guys are saying, the emotional baggage that this can have with everybody. But I'm like, who all really still gonna be there that remember Tony?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a different cast. It's gonna be a different crew.
Peter is always gonna be part of the new Avengers, no matter what. Yeah, of course he will, for sure. There's no way. Because then why have Tony Stark variant as Doom? There's really would be.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, too. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna implement Spider-Man.
No, for sure.
I'll do a gentleman's bet with you at $20. I definitely do a gentleman's bet at $20 with
Peter Parker.
If Spider-Man has a movie before Avengers, then he's gonna be in the
yeah.
Like,
does he though?
I'm looking.
Does he?
I think that's what I'm saying. I think he's in the timeline. I think so.
I don't think he does though.
If he don't, then I don't believe. If he's doesn't have a movie up, then the only thing I can see him is.
Well, there was still
the rumor.
But there were still a few movies that they didn't announce.
It's supposed to. And so the latest rumor is that it obviously hasn't been confirmed. Is that it would also be 2026? That would be right before Avengers, because it's not going to come out. If they're doing a Spider-Man movie before then, or that's tying that around, it's either going to be. You figure March, April of 2026 because Avengers are coming out, I think July, or it'll be August, which would be the Fallout.
But why wouldn't they announce that now? Because like they're already announcing the 2026.
Well, because they don't always announce everything. They don't always announce everything. They always have secret ones.
That's why I feel like the Sony situation ain't gonna work out unless they're doing a different, unless they're doing Miles Morales.
Nah,
I don't know if they're gonna be Tom. Is it gonna be Tom Holland's?
I'm pretty sure.
Because Tom Holland, I'm almost positive is still signed on. Like
yeah,
they're not.
Yeah, Tom Holland's still signed on.
Yeah,
jump in a new Spider-Man out of nowhere.
No, I know that.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm leaning on that. It's for sure definitely going to end up happening in regards to
Tom.
that.
I didn't know Tom was on the acting hiatus.
Yeah,
he's on the acting hiatus.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling y'all, bro. I don't know.
I'm still on it. I'm still on it.
I think the change. I think when they changed everything, I think they changed everything.
That's my thing though. Like you just need, even if you are trying to stick to your theory, it has to be somebody else. That would be a great trigger.
Yeah.
Like Peter seeing Tony is a mate. Like nigga, Peter would go crazy.
However,
somebody else
on that bet too.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and also acting hiatus could be just I'm not taking on any new roles. I ain't taking on new with my stuff that I'm already obligated to. Remember, he was already obligated and slated for this, so it could be like I'm not taking on anything new. I'm gonna knock this out, and you know what I'm saying,
right? Like I don't believe that he won't be in it.
Yeah,
so
but that's what I'm saying. But that's only because that's only if it. Like I only believe it because it follows what y'all trying to say, so I can believe that he would be in there.
He announced that hiatus last year. He said it was a 1-year hiatus, but then I just googled it to make sure. He also said later, a couple months after that, I'm actually 8 months into that year hiatus. I've been kind of on this hiatus, so
okay, so yeah,
so it's probably over.
So I mean, like I said, and here's the thing. I was on Straight Out of a Comic Book yesterday. We was talking about it, and my full thoughts about the RDJ thing is that one, do I think that he'll play a great Doom? Absolutely, because he gave us a great Tony, and that was the unfortunate one. So when I look at this casting choice, it's not a will he do good? It's it's kind of a cop out. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Which I mean, he should, but it's a cop out. It's like I get it. Like y'all definitely could have picked somebody else and everything, and there's a lot of people who could have did it. However, y'all was like, well, we know that he's going to do it, and we know the fans fuck with him. Let's go, and that's all I look at it. I look at it as like a cop out. I'm not disappointed. I'm not upset. I'm not like man.
But I do, like I said, I do take it, and I agree with it if the storyline is that, like the fact that it's going to be he's there to provide this weird emotional baggage as a new threat, like because it's like. And that's what because all you do is adding more oomph to it. Yeah. Because a regular nigga being Doom would just be Doom.
But see, the thing is,
then you get Thanos.
My thing with it is, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah. It's a cop out. I agree it's lazy. But the only reason why I agree it's lazy is because you do have this in the comics, yes. But you also have Victor Von Doom. You also have other like episodes that you could draw from that would be much more interesting, where you know for a fact this is possible.
Yep.
And you know you can manipulate all the characters around it. You can drop him in, and you can use this multiverse situation to pick and choose the villains or the heroes that he has to face off against. And you don't have to like, oh, I got to go back and pay Scarlett Johansson, or I got to go back and do this and get back Winter Soldier. You don't have to go back and negotiate these now because you can just drop him in and be like, oh, you've been a villain all this time. And it's like, yep, ever since such and such happened. This is I'm that variant type shit.
So I mean, are we still going through the goddamn Secret Wars?
Well, no. So here's this is what.
Kill off the fucking.
Here's what I wanted to say, and I've been viewing the MCU like this, and it actually made it more enjoyable for me now. So the way that I view the MCU is as its own comic book run that takes inspirations from other traditional comic book runs, right? So I think about it this way, right? If you ask somebody, is Wolverine dead? Depending on which run that you go off of, people will be like, no, he's not dead, or yes, he was dead, or like, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So I look at it this way, like, like Jack Kirby has his own independent run. I get it. They're using titles and they're saying themes and doing things that are similar to the things that we've seen in the comic books. But every comic book run, they have certain things, especially with like we learned in Deadpool versus Wolverine, anchor points, right? Or like canon events and stuff like that. There's certain things that you can't change, but then there's certain things that's like, all right, but no, this is my telling of it, right? And so when I'm looking at the MCU, granted, I get exactly what we're saying, but if you look at the MCU or a comic book run, characters get rebirthed and get reimagined and get reused as other characters. You're like, oh, in this comic book run, this person is now a Doom variant, or in this comic book run, this person is a Kang, or this person ended up being the new Captain America, right? So when I'm looking at the MCU, I'm like, you know what? All right. And if let's say all these characters that we got introduced and all these actors are all a part of this independent comic book run, and then now they're like, you know what? All right, Robert Downey Jr., we're going to do a variant Doom version, and this is going to be our MCU Doom. It leaves me a little bit more open to be like, all right, let me see what y'all do with this and judge it off of that.
I don't think that's going to be the catch, though, because I think they're using him as an intro, and then they'll change the actor. You know what I mean? Like, if we use him to draw you in, and then a variant of him is the leader, the same way they did with Loki and Thanos was the big dog, right? That's what I think this really is going to be. They're going to have Robert Downey in there, but then it's going to be another big dog that's really controlling the situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But
I just don't want him to be a good guy.
Well, so first I want to address a couple of things I can't.
And I'm not trippy, nigga. This came over here.
One, we were talking about the $80 million that he got. Mm-hmm. That's for both movies.
No, was it?
Yeah. So he already made 35 on Endgame.
So only is it? So we know he's not gonna be in Fantastic Four if he's only for.
Well, I think the overall of the contract is probably so.
Yeah, because I think do they include cameos in contracts? Like when in credits stuff like that. I don't know.
You gotta have so many appearances. Obviously, we don't know the full detail of the contract, but I know it's not like he's getting just for Avengers 5. He's not getting 80. And again, we don't know the full scope, but I'm not gonna act like getting an Oscar is not going to give you a significant boost to what you want for a movie.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely believe that the MCU believe they got something on their hands because regardless of Oscar or not, like if you pulling this nigga back
and the Russo's back,
and the Russo's like you definitely got something that y'all been in a stale moment where it's like, all right, bro, we finna smack niggas over their head.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go back to the drawing board.
So I do because I can see it. Like I can actually take RDJ as a Doom if he's not like the biggest baddie.
Yeah.
Like if he.
And that's the thing. We don't. At some level, he's clearly the movie's called Doomsday, so he's for sure the bad at least of
the first Avengers 5. Okay.
Now, Secret Wars, we was talking about this. I was talking about this with Mike and I forgot what we were doing it on, but Secret Wars. There are multiple Secret Wars. To your point of certain comic events being done multiple times in different ways. There are multiple Secret Wars. There are multiple Infinity War runs. There's one where Gamora kills Thanos first issue. That's it's an Infinity War run. So it's like it. I want to say just trust the story. I get it. Marvel's kind of at a weird point now.
They are. The last phase really kind of opened them up for so much scrutiny.
Yeah. But I think the point of that's why they brought back this team. Like you kind of got to right the ship, and I feel like
getting back to your roots,
bringing people in who has a history of success.
Bro, they the president that shaved his mustache and shaved his beard down. Like, all right, I'm getting back in the game.
I do wish they would have chose somebody different.
Me too. I do agree
yeah.
that. Like I said, even though I'm gonna see what they do. If I definitely would have loved if they would have chose somebody different.
I wanted Cillian Murphy. That's who I wanted at them. That would have been a great dude.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't do. I need them to do something for my boy Johnny, man. Major's got to.
Well, here's the thing.
That might be it.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't like that, though.
I don't want to stay too much on this, but what we got to stop doing, and I get it because of the internet and everything like that. We got to remember, Robert Downey Jr. It took him 7 years to get back in Hollywood's good graces. This shit happened to Jonathan Majors 8 months ago. Nigga, time. Let's at least give it a couple of years before.
We got the wrong Oppenheimer one. If we talk about being mad about something, yes, they got the wrong Oppenheimer.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, I'm saying, like I said here, granted, like I said, Jonathan Majors did what he did. Shit was fucked up. Everything's fucked up. Whatever the case may be. But we can't expect for a corporation to be 3 months, 4 months after the fucking trial and be like, all right, fuck it, we still with it.
But I feel like that's what we do. That's what we showing though now. If you can bring RDJ back at some point in time and be like, we're gonna put you in a different, like we're saying, like some people get reprised.
But what Deuces is saying is when RDJ had his fallout from Hollywood, when he was going through all of his mess, it took him 7 years, and it took Terrence Howard being like, oh, he got it.
Yeah.
He got it still.
So we got.
You need 7 years.
You need some years.
You need a nigga like Terrence Howard.
So you telling me, John, we ain't gonna see this nigga in 7 years?
He gonna still do stuff.
Doing stuff.
But you ain't gonna.
He
He ain't getting Disney. He ain't about Disney.
When Iron Man first came out, it's also different actors.
Yeah.
Iron Man was a gamble at the time, not only from RDJ, but do we know if this interconnected universe thing will work?
Yeah.
So, you know, Terrence Howard was out there like, he got this.
He definitely.
That was the whole thing. Why he was kind of upset about.
He was like, "Nigga, I went to bat for you." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the whole thing.
I do remember that.
Did Kang deserve better because his
What are we blaming the writing or the character? Are we blaming the writing or the character? Because Kang deserved better with the writing too.
His appearances wasn't hot enough for me to be like he deserved.
No, that last appearance, only one appearance wasn't one. Because we fucked with him at Loki. When we saw Victor Timely, we was like, oh shit. It was, and when we saw the trailer, when he said, when we saw the trailer. So in Kang, when we saw Kang in the trailer, we was excited. When he was like, wait, which Avenger are you? Like, didn't I kill you already? Like, we thought it was gonna be Beastie. It wasn't until the writing of the movie that we was like, they did my guy both.
That's what I'm saying.
So Kang deserved better.
Am I gonna be out here be like, I want to see more of that? No.
I really hate.
But do you blame Kang or do you blame
the
Ant-Man?
right? Yeah.
I'm so mad at y'all. Like, bro, it wasn't even the real Kang, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It was all a mistake. You shouldn't have brought Kang. Kang actual first appearance shouldn't have been in the damn Ant-Man movie.
That they trying to get Ant-Man sold. And he didn't die. Y'all act like this nigga killed Kang, bro.
He lost badly.
You shouldn't be losing.
Badly.
You shouldn't be losing.
Badly. He lost badly.
So like five Ant-Mans.
So
you shouldn't be.
I don't give a
insects,
bro. If it was Thor, if it was Cap,
all of them.
No, bro.
You got too much
tricked them, bro.
You got too much respect. You got too much. Listen, on the power scale level, I got like Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Black Widow. Like it's like Hawkeye and Ant-Man.
You bogus from Hawkeye that low.
Bro, Hawkeye and Ant-Man should not be Avengers. I don't care about them characters at all.
They foil.
Hawkeye, Ant-Man,
y'all don't
Black
understand.
Widow, the rest of the Avengers. Like it's a big significant gap.
Y'all lost that whole difference of understanding about defeating a villain and just foiling their plans.
Bro, I don't need a
Ant-Man.
Scooby-Doo ass team defeating Kang, bro.
That wasn't the real Kang.
I don't give a fuck. A variant or not, that Scooby-Doo ass team should have been Victor.
The way that they marketed it.
Cause Hawkeye trash, bro.
The way that they marketed it.
Yes, Black Widow over Ant-Man. Hawkeye and Ant-Man is the trashiest
I
Avengers.
feel like they marketed it like that.
They did, because that's why they was showing. That's why they was showing, like you said, oh, you an Avenger? Have I killed you before? We was in talking about the trailers, talking about how.
I get that. I had got that. I said, in my mind, I told all y'all, I said, bro, that just means that's the first nigga we've gotten the smart one, just a regular ass nigga one, and this was our first aggressive one. I'm like, that don't mean that was the real one though.
The issue was and that's why I said, did he really? Because that was the third appearance, maybe second, but it was always, oh, we finna get the real King. But nah, actually, it was the mellow meme over and over again. Here you go, next time, dog.
I mean, that's why that's why everybody hates it. That's why everybody hated it because y'all got so committed to it. In my mind, it was the fact there's no way that this Kang is finna be this big of a threat.
Coming in the Ant-Man movie.
So it's like your plans get foiled. They send you off. You run into the other Kang, and this is the actual Kang.
We did that. Like I said,
no, because what we haven't had, what we didn't show yet, was a Kang on Kang situation. There hasn't been a Kang killing. Like they gave us that story that Kangs do kill each other and do whatever, but we didn't see it yet. So that was, to me, that was gonna be the first time we see like, all right. So this is actually a bad Kang.
You can't keep telling me, because remember when Loki ended, it was, oh, you got me. Damn, here come the next one, and then we see this one, and it was that. So it's like, man, who was the next one then? You show me the Council of Kangs, you get kind of geek, and the next time we see a Kang, it's Victor fucking Timely. Then they ended Loki.
They ended Loki. They tell you. That nigga said
at the end of Loki, or the He Who Remains, who was basically pulling all the strings. I was like, oh hell yeah, we finna get into some shit. Right. But at the same time, I'm also like,
but that was so cold though, bro.
It was. I'll give you
like,
that.
If you really bust it down, the nigga made him take his spot.
Oh yeah.
And he knew he was gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Just so,
the way Loki did any variant of Kang was done right. It was the Ant-Man that fucked up the whole lore.
Yeah. Also,
the Ant-Man got committed.
But then also it gave you the instance of
and then
finale.
Yeah.
It gave a finale. Like Loki's holding all this shit together. Why do I care about Kang now?
There's no character.
And then He Who Remains was the I was orchestrating all this. But then Loki beat him because Loki's holding it together.
Didn't though, because the main timeline is still the prevalent timeline.
He got me, but the next nigga who liked me is
but listen, listen. This is my theory, right? And maybe I never shared this with niggas, right? If you really look at Kang's win with that, he pulled them in like, look, y'all the only two motherfuckers that can do what y'all can do, but I need one of y'all to get cold enough to be able to power this for me. Cause I got shit I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's what literally happened. He was able to finesse Loki. Hey, bro. Get with her. She gonna teach you how to do this. And then you gonna take my spot. Cause that's what I thought the plan was. And then he could go run rampant on the main timeline while Loki is up there just like keeping people alive.
Well, we know that that's not happening no more. So we might like no more theory after that.
Like
I'm so irritated. Like we never go. This nigga got sent to the oblivion. It's like, bro, y'all just not gonna never bring this nigga back.
They not.
He just gone. Like, they didn't kill him.
They just shrunk him into nothingness.
They said, they wrapped up all of them.
Yeah, they said they wrapped up all up.
But told, should he have been in the Void?
Hey, let's hear it. Well, we in the mutant saga now. Like I said, we finally in the mutant saga because Deadpool versus Wolverine came out.
Right.
But that's the segue. Should he be?
Well, let's talk about Deadpool versus Wolverine. Like I said, with no Kang references in it because we obviously it's not going anywhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
It's not going anywhere. First thing first, how did y'all feel about this movie?
This movie was amazing.
I loved it. I loved it.
It was literally amazing.
I loved it.
Best Marvel movie ever.
Now that's a little bit too much dip on your chip.
You still heavy on it.
I said it in Austin.
Somebody said it was a perfect movie. I was like,
perfect movie, bro.
Wouldn't go that far.
So the reason why I loved it is because it was the most Deadpoolist movie ever. Because here's the thing: when I think about Deadpool, I'm not looking. Granted, I like having a story, but I'm just looking for action, comedy, fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And with him being so meta, like to being able to have that many cameos, like yes, this is exactly what I want out of my Deadpool movies. You know what I'm saying? Comic book cameos, pop culture cameos, and stuff like that. And so I love the whole premise of it. I love right off the rip, it gets right into it. Like right into it. Right into it. He goes, he finds Wolverine's Wolverine's remains.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So just know that's what you coming. This how we starting it.
That's how we started it.
I was,
you know, it's funny.
I was so happy though.
I
did not want him to be alive.
I
did not want him to be
I
alive.
watched Pitch Meeting, right? I love that Pitch Meeting series. So you know, he does it. He's like, hey, you got a movie for me? He's talking to the Marvels there. He's like, we're going to do Deadpool versus Wolverine. He's like, you know, Wolverine was kind of a great send-off. It was very beautiful. He was like, no. He's like, Deadpool's a wild card. He's like, no, we're going to do perfect. Trust me. You're going to be in great hands. He's like, so first things first, Deadpool, you remember that great ending you guys had? We're going to go, Deadpool's going to visit the grave side of Logan, and he's immediately going to take his bones and start killing people. I was like, I love that shit. That dance scene. And then also shout out to whoever runs the NSYNC account on YouTube. They changed the caption so it says NSYNC from
really?
Wolverine. So they changed the title to that to the official music video. So the people saying that Deadpool took the time, like he went back in time to change the title to it. Like it's like I just love the meta version of it in regards to it. Like, bro, like, oh my God. The cameos. How did you guys feel about the cameos?
I mean, the cameo, fam. I think the cameos. What I love so much about this is that you really know the kind of pull Ryan got.
Bro, he's really Marvel Jesus.
Yeah.
Like he
really Marvel Jesus.
Like, and it was funny because it was really like Fox genius. You know what I'm saying?
No, because here's the thing, because we talked about it earlier. I was like, there was stuff that I wanted to post to the group chat, but I wanted to make sure everybody watched, right? So Wesley was talking about, obviously everybody always thought that Wesley and Ryan Reynolds had this beef. And he said, no, we really didn't. He said, well, I really love the guy. We just kind of like, we had a disagreement on the set with everything. And he said, it really wasn't him. It was more so like with everything that was going on. He said, but we've always been good. We kind of just let it rock. He said, I got this call. And he said, hey, I got this idea. Would you be willing to do it? And I told him, like, I mean, I don't think that you ever be able to fucking do it, but fuck it. If you do it, yeah, I'll do it. He said a couple of months later, I get a call. He's like, oh shit, you really got it? He was like, I didn't think Marvel would ever, you know what I'm saying, do that and everything like that. So it's like, he is really Marvel Jesus. He's bringing up the fact that he brought, like, again, I get what you're saying. This is more, because while I was watching, I kept on saying, oh shit, we're watching the eulogy of Fox.
This is a Fox All-Star game. This is a Fox All-Star game.
Yeah.
And that's really how I watch it. I'm like, bro, this nigga grabbed everybody. Like, fam, when I saw Electra, I was like, I forgot about you.
I didn't.
Damn.
I so forgot about
So
you.
what was the most shocking cameo? Because for me, I successfully avoided all spoilers.
I said, ain't no fucking way. How was that bitch yelling?
Yeah.
I said, oh shit.
That was my nigga played, okay?
Hey.
Dog, that nigga walked
What was
in.
funny about my theater was it was clearly a nigga in the back who was trying to, he wanted to be the person who started all the fuzz, but he would do it at the wrong moment every time. He started, and nobody would clap. Then maybe 5-10 seconds later, something else better will happen. They're like, hell yeah! And I think he was sick.
So when Electra walked through, I said, what the fuck? I like, why the fuck is she here? That was the first. I was like, out of all the people, why Electra?
Once I saw her, I was like, oh, okay, we get into it.
Yeah.
The one that shocked me was Gambit.
Gambit that shocked the shit out of me.
Gambit.
Oh, I'm about to make a name for myself right here. Then. You just make sure people know about me today. What happened to me?
Blade caught me. Gambit, I was just laughing.
Bro, Gambit had me. First of all, I was waiting on that like forever.
You was? I was
Forever.
not. I was
Bro,
not on it. I hated it.
I was on it when he announced
I didn't want him
that
to
he wanted
be
to do it.
I didn't want him to
The
be
reason why I wanted him to do it, bro, I knew this was like the only Caucasian guy that could fit that role, play with the the voice and all that, the Remy, all that. The only person to do it, and he could dance. Bro, when he did the move and gave these niggas the royal flush, bro.
Nah, listen, I'll let you know
nigga.
they did it as well as they can. What this solidified for me is that if they was going to give me a serious Gambit, it solidified that I did not want Channing Tatum to be my Gambit.
If it's serious Gambit,
if you giving me a comedy like Deadpool Gambit, all right, I'm okay with that because Channing that fit that,
bro.
But I would not want a serious X-Men Gambit.
When the nigga started talking, I said, what the fuck did you say?
And even when Deadpool kept on stopping, like, oh my god, he said, who's your dialect on Dominions?
Bro, I could.
That nigga said, ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here today.
I was so mad that I was like, in the theater, I was sitting next to this dude. It was a dude next to us that had the audacity to be like, fam, you talking too loud. I'm trying to watch the movie. And I'm like, cuz this is Deadpool. Like, and I'm like, all right. Luckily, it was actually pretty empty in the theater I went to. So we moved down a couple seats, like 5 seats. This nigga just as loud. You know what I'm saying? With his kid doing the same shit. And I'm like, but I'm getting even fucking louder now, nigga. Like, you gonna hear me down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, ain't no way you not gonna take me. I'm not finna yell when Blade walk in. Like, boy, get the fuck out of my face. Like,
I know. I turned into a big ass kid, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I was giddy, bro.
You like, I'm paying for the movie too. I don't give a boy. You better move.
That was the one, like you said, Blade, because Elektra was was Cable first or?
Ooh.
Not Cable, but was
Blade.
No, Elektra was first.
Elektra.
You talking about the movie?
Yeah, Elektra was first.
Like, who was first? Like coming
that walked
into
in.
the scene?
They walked into the scene.
Elektra was first, then Blade, then Gambit.
Well, technically, it was Flame On.
Nah, I'm gonna talk about like in that scene.
That was a great scene too.
That was a great scene.
That was a great one.
Flame On.
It was a great bait and switch. That's what it was.
Flame On was.
I was excited. That was the one that I was loud at because when he saw, I was like, "Is that Captain America?" I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I was like, "Something kind of off, right?" Because I remember I tapped Trevor. I said something different. And then when he did it, he was like, "He about to do it." I was like, "Oh, he about to call Morning?" And I was like, "Wait, which captain they got?" And then he was like, "Flame On." I said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, the Flame On.
And I met Colossus at first. That's right. He was already in the movie. I don't know why I thought Colossus showed up in that scene too.
Oh yeah,
that's right. He was already. I was reading the comments. Somebody was talking about Cable in the comments. That threw me all off. But
Johnny Storm.
Because when Johnny Storm was there, I was okay. You kind of get the idea like, all right, this is what we're getting into.
Yeah.
But then when Elektra walks in, I'm like, oh, we getting everybody.
And you know what?
Now I'm just like,
Are
who
we
they
doing
saw?
this?
And you know what? No, you
that
know
was
what?
how I felt too.
You know what? It went back farther than that because it was Sabretooth and all that too. When I was like,
that was all during the same scene with Johnny.
It was
Johnny. Remember they got captured, and then they went to go see, and he started seeing everybody.
That's what I'm saying. So like I said, so when I saw Johnny. And I saw the same. I'm like, oh, he grabbing the fox.
Yeah, that's what. Like, at that point, you're like, okay, we getting everybody. So you just thinking, all right, who?
And I just forgot. So it was even funnier because I felt like that's how, like just in a sense, meta whatever Deadpool is. Because I feel like Elektra, like even when Elektra came out, I really was like, bro, I did not remember you. And even him, like, you are again, like, and who are you? Like, you had to say who you are because everybody knew Blade. There, like he didn't make. It like Blade them introduced, but he knew like y'all ain't gonna remember her.
Yeah.
Like y'all not gonna remember Elektra, nigga. Like,
and so like I said, the cameos, and then like you said, the villain cameos. Like you saw the Sabretooth, they had Blob, they had the original Juggernaut. Like they were just
it was original Juggernaut, but he had the fit from the different one because that wasn't the same one from the first. That was
Juggernaut, bitch, Juggernaut.
But that was the different. I was reading.
Yeah,
no, that was it was the original actor. But he had to fit from. It must have been. I'm pretty sure Days of Future Past.
Possibly. Yeah. So
because that's what everybody's saying. I think they were trying to say that's the timeline that they're like. Deadpool is in the Days of Future Past timeline.
Yeah, and then also, like I said, the montage of all the different Wolverines. They were doing the Wolverine covers. That shit was fire, bro. And then when we got comic accurate height Wolverine, would show everybody like, I get what y'all saying about Hugh Jackman, but y'all don't really want that. Y'all want that because
that was hilarious, bro.
You really would make. But I think what's crazier to me though is like, bro, I still don't even see that though in the cartoon. Like in the animated, Wolverine in the cartoon was like them niggas hype. Cause I'd have been even more the dynamic of him and Jean and the look. I'd have been if you don't get your leg. They weren't comic accurate in the cartoon either, bro. Like at all.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill was good.
That was good.
That was nice.
That was good. Made me be like, oh, because you know when they kept on saying it, I was like, prior to it, when it was like he might be the MCU's Wolverine, I said I didn't see it because I kept on seeing him as Superman, and even that he did Geralt, I was like, I don't know, like I still didn't see a Wolverine. That one I was like, okay, I can see it. I mean, like, you know, saying if you did like a costume test and everything, I was like, okay. I was like, still, height-wise, it wouldn't.
Height-wise, they could have gave him Sabretooth. Like, he could have been a Sabretooth over a Wolverine.
Yeah, so like,
yeah, I think he could have did a Sabretooth better. I mean, he would have had height-wise and everything. He would have been.
I don't think Sabretooth is a character they want to use anymore. I think they're moving away from all those like supplementary comic book characters. They're just going for big dogs now.
That's interesting because I feel like if you're gonna do Wolverine, at some point you need a Sabretooth.
I feel like if they bring Wolverine back, if he really comes back into the fold, I mean, I feel like if they do Wolverine back into the fold, I don't really want. Just give me a whole other. Just give me like Task Force X Wolverine, where he with
We'll see.
I'd
That's the
rather see
thing.
that, you know
That's
what I'm
with the way that they've been setting up all these universes and these incursions and everything like that. I think it goes back to what we said many of episodes. It's like we don't have to focus on origins now. Now they have the wheelhouse of really like pulling toys out of a toy box. Like, all right, we can pull the best of the best and create, you know what I'm saying, this show. Right, you know what I'm saying? We can say, all right, we're gonna pull a comic accurate Wolverine and a comic accurate Sabretooth or Professor X. Like we can literally pull out our toy boxes because Wolverine in the mask. Now, you being a big Wolverine fan.
Yeah.
How did you feel finally seeing a comic accurate costume?
No, I felt it is really wild. Like it's really wild when you see the movie and you realize like, no, we really did wait this long for this.
Yeah. Was it worth it? Was it worth it for you? Was the payoff? Did it pay off?
You know what? And this is definitely even not even trying to like shoot down on Hugh, but I'm actually happier to get him now, like the season Wolverine in the yellow and blue, than seeing him like if it's like the first X-Men movie. And yellow and blue, I feel like all of them were corny. Like all y'all niggas don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
So it would have been a really. That's why y'all in leather. Y'all just really in this kind of trend.
Yeah.
And y'all just look corny in that sense. But if y'all would have been in costume, in that
it would have goofy. It would have been goofy.
It would have been goofy. Mario Brothers.
Yeah. It would have been
goofy. Like I feel like they wouldn't have had it right.
First of all, I like Super Mario Brothers. That was a good movie to me. Don't do that.
I do too.
Not the cartoon.
No,
I know what you're talking about.
They don't like it, bro. I keep trying to get them to do the rewatch.
Bro,
I want to watch the Super Mario Brothers rewatch. The old school
movie,
joint. Yeah, man.
Dennis Hopper, bro. Yeah. John Leguizamo.
Right, bro. They don't want to watch it. Nigga, I done got a digital rip and everything. Like, we can watch it whenever.
Yeah, bro. I'm with it.
Yeah. So, no, I think, I like the suit. I think the suit was perfect for this Deadpool, like, for this story, like, where he's at. Like,
perfect.
Would you didn't like the suit? Would you think the suit was perfect?
The suit bothered me because it had the shoulder pads when he had the sleeves, but why did the shoulder pads go without? That bothered me because it's like if we're talking wanting to be comic accurate, you could have just kept the shoulder pads. You needed that.
He definitely. I mean, they did. Yeah. The other thing I did hate is like when he put the mask on. I'm like, that ain't been on you this whole time.
So that's the other thing. So
like that was because when they went to the scene, it's like this nigga neck thick now. Like all of a sudden you got a hoodie.
And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like perfect is a stretch because it's like there were little things that were just like, you can't. I
ain't catch none of that. I was just in a nostalgia funk. I didn't. I mean,
it was right before a battle too. I was more worried about that. I get what you said.
I was in a nostalgia bliss. I didn't even notice any of that.
Where the hood come from? Like, cause they've been doing a bunch of fighting and shit. But then I thought of too, like, I didn't really care.
But I mean, what I did love, like I said, because I love, like, even with Deadpool, like the white eye, like I love they gave me, you know, the white eye, you know what I'm saying, like pulling that up on. So it's like, I felt like, but even, like I said, just going through the variant Logans, it was just like, bro, y'all snapped though.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like going through the variant ones and then to pop into the blue one, you was like, okay, y'all gave me a nice.
Suit was cool.
Brown and yellow suit.
The brown and yellow suit actually is my favorite. It's my favorite.
That one looked better than the end suit because
I disagree.
But
again,
I know the shoulder pads.
Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I was so much in a nostalgia bliss that I didn't even see like the continuity issues or things like that.
I think the shoulder pad issue might be because it's not functionable.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure it's not.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, there are definitely things. I wish more comic book fans understood that than they did.
Yeah, when you in live,
a lot of things that just
in live counterpart
that don't work in live action. Yeah. I do definitely get that. It was just the annoyance of it was there when the sleeves was on, and then all of a sudden they not there.
What about that?
They gonna act like they didn't get ripped off with it. Like,
so my only thing that I was like, damn, I was hoping that they did because I knew we was going to get a whole bunch of Deadpool variants. I was hoping one of the variants was Gwenpool. I really wanted them to be Gwenpool. I'm not gonna hold you. Really, even if she was just in the background, just to be able to see, like, oh shit, there's a Gwenpool. But because I did enjoy all the variants. They made some new Deadpool variants, of course, and everything like that. But I was like, yeah. Obviously, shout out to Ryan Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively. He was able to get her in there, his Lady Deadpool,
and the kids,
both kids.
Oh, his kid. I missed that.
What kid pool and the baby pool?
Oh shit, I missed. I didn't know that.
Popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
that was his.
I didn't know that was his kids though.
The Western Deadpool was somebody too.
Oh, that was the nigga from the soccer game.
One of them was Tom Holland brother too. I forgot what he was.
Tom Holland brother was.
Oh shit, I didn't know that it was people.
The one for his team.
Damn, I missed all that shit.
Was it Wrexham?
Oh yeah,
The one with the green, white, and
Yeah.
with the line on the front. That was the Wrexham Deadpool.
Oh shit! I didn't know. I just knew about Blake Lively. I missed all that shit.
They threw a lot of extra. I guess you can call them cameos still, but they put people in like the different Deadpools.
Oh shit!
Like he didn't like Ryan didn't know like Tom Holland brother was a Deadpool. Like I found he found out after he pretty much did the post like the whole pictures and everything afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's like, but no, I think that I enjoy Dogpool took the show for me. When Dogpool fought out, bro, I could not.
Cowboy Deadpool.
Was he?
That's what I knew it was somebody. Matthew McConaughey was.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Dogpool had me though.
But you know why they do that? So they can get that credit.
They go what?
They
well,
get that
remember,
credit.
but Deadpool always
movie.
did that. Because remember, he had who was it? Brad Pitt was Invisible Man, and we didn't see it until he got.
It's also that, and it's just like. Obviously, they know people, like they friends.
I mean, Ryan
that's
friends.
That's why a Deadpool movie to me is like one of my favorite movies because it is. It's like every movie he's done, he's had cameos. It's wild. Like, bro, how did you even get him in here? You know what I'm saying? Or that you want to do it?
He's
like
Marvel Jesus.
Like that's what I'm saying. So he really, I feel like this one, Deadpool and Wolverine, was like he really like, bro, I'm about to go for the gold. I'm finna go crazy, and I feel like he definitely pulled in everybody that you could. Like I said, it was a great send off. Like
so, the big issue or the critique that I've been seeing, and I want to get y'all take on it, is that this movie doesn't lead to anywhere. So some people are upset because of that.
That was perfect.
And
I'm okay with that.
And he said that to Ryan. I thought Ryan was definitely lying, but he tried to tell her like this is not a commercial for nothing else. Yeah, like this is literally not. But that's what I saw that when I realized the whole cast was Fox people.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, this is a Fox All-Star. He brought all the people back that he's
so
done with.
so there's no issue for you either.
This is a send-off.
Yeah,
because
the first end credit scene was more just showing behind this never seen footage behind the scenes from the Fox stuff. Which again, I tell people all the time, I'm like, I get it. And when we look at the movies that we got now and we look back at those movies, yeah, they're bad. But I'm like, I remember, like I said, first Fantastic Four when it first came out, I was not upset with it. I was like, granted, if I look back at it now, it's definitely a D class superhero movie. But like during that era of that Spider-Man and then when that Fantastic Four came out, and what else was out there? A superhero movie was out around that time. Like I remember, the first one, I was okay with it. It wasn't the best, but I remember saying like I had a good time.
Like I think a lot of that mindset changed anyway too once Marvel really got out and started doing. Because if you were just a fan of it, you were just happy to even get those movies back then. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, because remember again, as the Fantastic Four as a team, it was all Johnny Storm for me. Like and to me, Chris Evans played an amazing Johnny Storm. And then also the thing, what's the actor name that played him from The Shield? I can't remember. But I felt like he played an amazing thing, right?
I enjoyed the first Fantastic
the first Fantastic Four. Rise of Silver Surfer was the one that I was like, damn, right? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? For the Fox movies, like I said, those X-Men movies wasn't the best. But you know what I'm saying? We still had a good time. We watched the
first two was cool.
First two.
X3, I forgot.
X3 was horrible.
Was terrible.
I mean, it still was
a good time.
But it's still, you know what? It's like X-Men. Those X-Men movies are always going because they're not the original. Like they had original X-Men, but just the look and the whole emo they were doing. Yeah, it's always hard for me to be like, yeah, they were great. Like they what? I didn't say great. They were like, I said it was a good time. It was a good time. But they had that cartoon.
It was a good time.
They had that cartoon. What was it? X-Men Next Generation when they was in like black and all that, and that was a weird one too. Like y'all some emo ass.
Because you gotta think, like I said, they gave us. Think about what those X-Men gave us. They gave us, without a doubt, our favorite live action Charles, our favorite live action Magneto. I'm saying. I mean, they gave it to us. They gave it to us. They gave us Rebecca Romaine as Mystique.
And she did an amazing job.
You did it like Rebecca, bro. Rebecca Romaine as Mystique was fire, bro. You tripping? You tripping? She was a fire Mystique, bro. She was a fire Mystique.
I mean, everybody back then was like, other than like Patrick Stewart and them, was like really newbies in a sense.
I didn't like that Mystique because she was. Mystique still wears clothes, and it's like I get what they were trying to do, like because she changes, and it's like
it's early 2000s.
They gave us the best live action Beast, bro. They gave us Frazier. They gave us
Frazier. Like you ain't gonna tie Frazier as a Beast.
Bro, they gave us some good stuff. That's why I said it was a good time. Those X-Men movies. Now, granted, in retrospect, you got to be like, if we put them in class, like, all right, we're definitely in the D tier. But at that time, for superhero movies, I was excited for these.
I mean, I guess for you to say like they gave us the best We only had 2.
Hey, until we get it, they're the best.
Sure, it was.
Until we get it, it's the best. It's been 20 plus years.
I like First Class better than either one of those.
Calling it the best is just really. I mean, like I said,
I like.
We've gotten 2, and one's going to be the best.
I like First Class better than both of those. Again, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, movies, yeah, but I'm talking about characters.
No.
Like I said, it was a good time. Like I said, so
you just said so. You said it's a good time so strongly. I'm just
because it was.
Cool.
I'm talking about me. It was a good time for me, bro. I had a good time.
It's also tough because I was younger at the time, so it's like
I went back and watched them. I went back and watched
them.
them.
Watching was like, oh, what am I doing?
I went back and watched them.
I feel like I gotta watch them again, but I definitely remember watching. I think 2 or 3, like on random somewhere not too long ago, and I was just like, bro. Why do they have these on? Like what?
And they even made the joke about what do you think it's gonna be yellow?
Like I was like, I don't.
Well, I mean, because he did that on purpose. He said that he did.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But
I mean, at the time too, you got to remember. I mean, there wasn't nothing that was giving anything comic book accurate, and everything that was giving us comic book accurate wasn't working.
At that time, Spider-Man was giving us
full
comic book accurate.
Yeah, but it wasn't working like that. It was.
Tobey Maguire was going crazy. What you talking
about? Wait. What Spider-Mans we talking?
Wait, but I thought X-Men came out before those.
They did.
They came out right around the time. Those were both around.
But what I'm saying is that at that time, the Matrix was going crazy. It was all about that black noir, like shiny leather look.
That's why Spider-Man shined though.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is I get the thought process of a director. Like remember, Spider-Man still was a gamble. There was nothing to show that was going to work.
Spider-Man.
There was nothing to show that was going to work.
Spider-Man was so great to me as a movie because it took me the cinematography of Spider-Man took me to the memories.
Yeah, bro, they definitely did. I love that moment.
Took me to the memories of like old Superman.
Yeah.
Like it was bright.
Like,
yeah. The kind of accuracy. So
yeah.
It was like coming from X-Men or whatever. Like, yeah, I can always say, like, yeah, that was decent. Like, I got to see my Wolverine and my Beast and all that. But Spider-Man is always top tier.
Of course. In comparison, Spider-Man definitely blows it out the water. But I'm saying at that time, as a director, adapting a comic book movie, you're like, okay, we want to put things in realism. Like, we're not going comic book accurate because as of right now, there's nothing to show us that this being comic book accurate is going to be successful. So that's what, you know what I'm saying? I get in the times why they did it. Granted, again, we definitely didn't want it. That's why I love when X-Men 97 said, what, you thought it was going to be black? Like, you know what I'm saying? I love that they clap back at them. You know what I'm saying? With the comic book accurate costumes and everything. So it is that. But Deadpool versus Wolverine, I wouldn't say it's the best one yet, but it's definitely up there in the top. Like I said, it's
best movie yet?
It's not best movie, and I don't think I'll ever get there.
What Marvel movie you putting over it?
I mean, I'm putting.
Dang.
No.
Dang.
No.
You already said your
I got Winter Soldier. I got Winter Soldier and Civil War over it.
It was a good movie.
Well, that's why I'm trying to think place because I definitely got Winter Soldier and Civil War over it. I'm trying to determine am I including Avenger in Endgame and Infinity War. I'm wondering am I including those or not because that's a. But if I am, those two, and then I got Black Panther, the first one above it for sure.
I like Ragnarok better than it. I can keep going.
Ooh, I'm not putting. I don't got Ragnarok above it.
Ragnarok. No, Ragnarok.
I like Ragnarok better than it. It's a good
You know
movie.
what? I was with you. I was with y'all. But anything directed by Taika Waititi, it will never, ever be on my. Will never be my top.
I don't know if I'm putting Ragnarok over it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you really.
Perfect was crazy.
I mean, you double-edged sword. I feel like you definitely like because you got that shit in the bottom 10 or somewhere. Like I said
it's top 10.
Is it your top 10?
I think you gotta. You know what it is? I think you got to see it again.
I saw it twice already.
I think you got to see it again.
And the second time made me kind of bring it down further. Because the first time I was like Deuce said, I was in there. Oh, this is great. This was the epitome of this is what would be cool in the movie, and then we got it. That's what this was the epitome of. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. The second time seeing it, things kind of you kind of sit with things a little bit more.
I got it in my top 10
for sure. It was a touch too long for me.
Really?
The first time I was like, I'm in. The second time I was like, some stuff kind of sat a little long. We didn't need some of this stuff. If we start getting into technical, every scene that was with the TVA was too dark. I was watching it and I'm like, why do these seem dark? I hadn't even asked my friends. I'm like, fam, do all those scenes seem kind of dark?
I think it was dark because they were doing it in secret. Because they weren't like everywhere else. If you notice, everywhere else they show the TVA, It was bright. It was like monitors. It was something like that. Remember, he was like in a closed off little area.
Right. I mean,
of
they
the
was treating
TVA.
him like he was out here doing some sneaky shit.
Yeah, he was
anyway.
doing some sneaky shit the
He
whole
was.
time.
He was.
So, and no, that's what I said. Like, I felt like I get what he said, but I felt that was the thing. Everything, the lighting, everything was accustomed to like what they had going on.
It
So,
didn't
like,
work- it
fight
didn't work for
scenes,
me.
all that.
It felt weird.
I mean, I guess
Seeing it like that. So like I said,
But if he was doing some sneaky shit, wouldn't you expect him to be doing it in a sneaky way? Like, hey, remember, you know
like
what?
The lighting was
that
there.
don't mean your lighting got to be touch too dark.
It looked like he just like he found the open
checked.
area in the TVA. He was like, all right, I'm gonna
All
hold
right,
this shit
look,
down.
we gonna hold this shit, yeah.
Somebody in my group chat was like, "Damn, yeah, of course they was dark. These the leftover Loki sets. They ain't take them down yet." That's kind of what it felt.
Yeah,
Like.
that's what it was.
That's
Are y'all putting any of the Spider-Man movies over it?
What?
Like the Tom Holland ones or just
Yeah, Tom Holland ones. I'm talking. We
I mean, so
we keep it MCU.
Let me clarify because I mean, even that's why I said it's still meant to argue what you said, King, because it's like it is like Deadpool Wolverine isn't a movie that does everything that everybody's putting movies above is part of literally a story.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
have a
like-
purpose for that movie.
Like, yeah, so it's like I can't put it in there. That's why I was like, it's a great movie, but it's a standalone movie.
Yeah.
Like it's really a stand, like, and that's what it was made to be. So I can't say like Avengers Endgame
Well, see,
is better than that because they all played.
Well, I'm not
the
playing.
part.
I'm not basing it off of a play in a part. I'm basing it off of the feeling in the movie, right? So like when I think about Infinity War, and I mean when I think about Civil War and Winter Soldier, the anxiety I had of just like shit being fucked up, like not even the overall like the implications of the whole universe, but I'm just like, all right, in Infinity War. It was, I mean, the Civil War is like, damn, bro, the team is really like, these niggas got to battle it out. I don't know who's going to come out. Like, I'm basing it off of that, right? If I'm thinking about Winter Soldier, I'm just thinking about like, shit, Shield is crumbling, and this Winter Soldier nigga is obviously a problem. And like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, I mean,
like,
there wasn't nothing like that in Deadpool,
yeah, so
though.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm basing it off of that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm thinking about Black Panther being introduced to Wakanda, because remember, one of the big things I think about like a lot of movies is that the setting has its own character, right? And I felt like I really got brought to Wakanda in Black Panther, right? So like I'm holding it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
and I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I agree because I mean because now you're just putting Deadpool and like that's too high of a regard. Like I said, all of those are clearly story creation, and we're like you can't put them like because if anything, the only reason the reason I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine is probably the same energy I enjoyed Endgame, like the cameo appearances.
Yeah.
Like to me, Deadpool Wolverine was nonstop for me because it literally was like I'm literally looking through that shit. Like, dog, I didn't know dude was in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like like I said, to watch it over and over again is to be like who I miss or what I you know what I'm saying?
And for me, what the whole thing with that is the same. Like the cameos explained the void to me and how their intent is to use it, because like in Loki, I felt like, okay, all this shit collaborated from where? Like it just can't be you know, oh, this is trash that the TVA deems necessary. Knowing now, okay, they're using the void as this is where ideas went. This is where old movies went. This is where all the shit that y'all like, how did y'all just decide to change this? Okay, well, this is where it went for us. You know what I'm saying? So I got it just by watching Deadpool. Like it clarified things. So for the villain to be able to control that realm, for her to, you know, make an alliance with or make an allegiance with Elias, and like that was the play. To me, it was way more interesting than like Endgame's plot was basically for them to save everybody, and everybody came back. And it was like, yeah, but I saw that. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see the cameos coming.
I don't really care if I care for Cassandra.
So,
well, I don't think Cassandra was necessarily the villain. I thought Time was the villain because remember, the whole point was to save his timeline.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like Cassandra was just an obstacle, just like everybody else was an obstacle in the way of Deadpool and Wolverine realizing, look, bro, you are only good because you're Deadpool, and him looking at Wolverine saying the same shit, like you're only good at this because you're don't be somebody else, because remember that was the whole point. It started the movie. He didn't want to be Deadpool anymore. He wanted to go back to Wade, just like Wolverine didn't want to be Wolverine anymore. He just wanted to be some drunk nigga off there because they both felt like losers, like they didn't matter.
Right.
So they found a reason to matter by saving their timeline and saving the, you know, all the timelines, I guess. And that was my whole thought. Like that's what made this movie better than these other movies, because yes, it's a standalone movie. It does not move the universe, but it explains so fucking much that we did not get none of that in Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
I get that.
I got it at 10, arguably 11.
Jeez, nah, I would have. It's somewhere.
Going back and looking.
I got it in 7 or 8 somewhere.
Guardians 2 and 3 are both better than 2.
But I'm saying, bro, I mean, y'all got it. Like,
It's a list. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Joker to me. Like, it's like there's nothing. There isn't a Marvel movie I'm gonna put over Joker. Like, Joker's a great movie, but it's like it has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying. Like,
but granted, but they didn't put it into the timeline. You got it. It's eligible to get ranked. It's eligible to be ranked.
So Deadpool and Wolverine is in the timeline somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
an MCU movie now. So it's eligible to be ranked.
If we're gonna have to go through those. 10 arguably.
Like
I said, 10 arguably 11.
I get what you're saying, but now it's eligible to be ranked because I mean, once you, like I said, and tapped in with the TVA, you done see.
Once
you start seeing what's the old girl name? Not Ravonna.
Crap. She was a name. I don't think I ever gave
The
her
TVA agent. The lady, the TVA agent.
You talking about who?
No,
she was
black
number. She was the same girl from.
You talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying so. Like, I mean, it's part. So it's eligible to be ranked. But I get what you're saying. It's just like in this movie, they didn't do anything that really impacts the main storyline, but it's in there now. So you got to rank it, and that's kind of to Ray. I see what you're saying as well, Ray. But again, they're all within the MCU, so they're eligible to be ranked. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it was like I said. I came and said it was amazing. I loved it.
But
I just think that there are 9, arguably 10 movies that I think are better than that.
Yeah, but I mean, we're already getting high. Let's get into recommendations. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be here forever. We're gonna be here forever. Hey, listen, we was going to do our anime draft. We're gonna do that next podcast. But I want to recommend Batman Cape Crusader.
Yeah,
oh my God! Listen, if you are a
fan
fan of the original Batman animated series, this is a good time. I finished it, and here's the thing: there's no. Here's what I realized: we get so story driven that sometimes we forget. Like certain shows, it's just give me the case of a week.
Yeah.
And this show gave me that. It gave me Batman just doing cases. This is probably like year 4, maybe year 5 Batman. Like it's still a young enough Batman, but seasoned enough where he got his shit together and everything. Batman Cape Crusader is a great time. I like and then it's kind of like this is again. Remember, I get back talking about comic book runs because the origins that they're telling of certain villains is a little bit different. Like you know what I'm saying. This one, Batman's crew on this one is Montoya plays a big part in this one. You know what I'm saying. Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, I saw some trailers.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Harley
being 5 years in,
yeah,
I can get it.
The Harley Quinn on this one is a slightly different origin story for hers. It's a really great time if you like it. You know what I'm saying. And then my anime recommendation. I started this anime. I think it's only 2 episodes in, and then but it's called "Why Doesn't Anybody Remember Me in This World?" So this dude, like I said,
That sounds sad as shit.
You know, it's one of my long titles. So what it is that the 5 is like a 5 race war that happens. It's like demons, angels, mythical beings like dragons, ghosts, and do like they have this big ass war. And the humans, and everybody has a champion of their race, and the humans end up winning, right? So when the humans win, they have these gates that seal in all of these beasts, and they're tasked with managing and monitoring, making sure nobody escapes, right? So it's pretty much like prison. So throughout the conversation, like throughout the first episode, is one of those things where all of a sudden the main character, or the guy that's manning one of the gates, the world starts digitizing and everything, and then he just vamps out of nowhere. And so he's in this world. It look like his world, but it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And he's seeing people that he knows, but they don't know him. And so, but they still have certain things, elements about them that are still, regular, like, part of their family. And he's like, yo, Bacardi, bro, you know me. And you like, nigga, who are you? He's like, bro, you used to tell me about you used to rap with B, and you like, nigga, how do you know B? Like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's one of those things. And in his world, when the humans won, they had an artifact. And you know what I'm saying? He ended up he's like, wait, if we lost in this world, is the artifact still here? So he finds the artifact, and now he's like, all right, well, shit, let me right the wrongs. Like, I come from a world where we won. In this world, obviously we didn't win, but I know how to defeat these niggas. And so he's dealing with that, and he's running into people that he knows, but they don't know him. But he knows so much about it. And he's so OP because especially with that. So people are like, yo, how are you stopping my magic? How are you killing these beasts with these? We've been trying to fight this. So it's one of those long titles. thrown into a world, but I've been fucking with it. Like it's a solid anime on Crunchyroll. 2 episodes in. I think they're doing a simulcast dub too. So it's like if you are a dub person, you can watch it immediately and everything. But yeah, that is my 2 recommendations. Did
Ooh, I've been watching the Olympics. I ain't gonna hold you. I have not watched it.
what you been playing? You said you've been playing a lot of demos and shit.
I can do that. I recommend Marvel Rivals when that come out because that shit is fire.
Marvel what?
Marvel Rivals. It's basically like Overwatch, but it's all Marvel characters.
Oh, I've seen that.
I've been part of the closed beta.
Yeah, I've seen the beta. I think I was supposed to be part of it too. I ain't had time to even check.
That shit's so cold. It's today the last day, so I'm definitely I'll probably stream it again because I was streaming it last night. I'm gonna stream it probably again later tonight. But that's been a lot of fun. I've been playing.
Hey, shout out to Bo. Bo said that he stopped watching Cape Crusaders to watch us. I appreciate you.
That. That's fire.
Because Cape Crusaders is fire, so I know.
Mecha Break, that's another one that I've been playing. That's another beta. That one's pretty cool. Other 2, I recommend Marvel Rivals first. I've been playing college football. Like I honestly, I ain't been watching shit. I've been playing games.
Bitch, how they doing? NILs?
Right, look at that.
I ain't been watching shit.
Bacardi?
I mean, mine ain't gonna just be My Hero and Demon Slayer, fam.
Like, you all caught up?
Yeah, I'm all caught up, bro. My Hero,
bro. I'm talking, bro. I've been telling everybody, I'm like, if you gave up on My Hero, get back in it because you Shibuya level stress. Oh my god! I said, because hey, bro, all right. I don't want to spoil it, but this last episode, I got geeked, right? And I was like, hell yeah! And then I was like, wait, I was like, this ain't about to happen. Like, what? I was like, what? I said, that did not go anywhere I thought it was going to go.
Not one bit, bro.
That just ended today. Shout out to My Hero.
Not one bit, bro. Like I said, I feel like My Hero been a lot of stress, bro. But Demon Slayer ended. That's it. Next season, Demon Slayer finna be cold. I don't know if they done. I think this was the season finale. This last episode.
Yeah.
But
I didn't watch it yet. But yeah.
The dub just ended. I didn't know that.
No,
the dubs.
The dub stopped. I think at like
the sub ended a couple weeks ago, like beginning of the month.
No, it didn't.
It might have did. I mean,
did it? Oh,
maybe
it
did. I mean, I just finished it. The dubs aren't done because it's still like I think it starts on like episode like 7.
Yeah,
5
the dubs take up. Yeah.
8, so
yeah, I think it starts on like 5.
Yeah.
So I ended up watching the rest in the.
Yeah, Demon Slayer that ended. I thought it was the beginning of the month.
I definitely ain't. I just
know. Yeah, my Hero been stressing me the fuck out. I gotta catch up on Demon Slayer. But yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, Demon Slayer's like we finna really. We finna get into the shit now.
Get into the shit.
Michael Jackson and Brady. Like, oh, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. I thought we talked about it.
No,
we
talking. I ain't watched
it. None of us confirmed that we was watching it in full.
I watched it.
Kane, what about you, man?
My put-ons are I'm rewatching Bleach.
Okay.
Getting ready for that 1,000-year Blood War continuation. And Black Clover's coming back, so I've been rewatching that too.
Hey,
the Black Clover, when is it going to come back?
I don't know.
I don't even remember how it ended. Like, what the fuck is the continuation now?
So they had a movie. It was actually there was the Devil War. So
there's a movie that came out.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. That was the last thing that came out.
Sword of the
right
Wizard
after
King.
the last final season or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yeah, it's on Netflix and Crunchyroll.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm on to watch that then.
Yeah.
But no, they're coming back out. I believe with the mangas is coming back out or the animation coming back out.
The manga's for sure coming back soon.
Yeah.
The author, he like got a chronic illness, but I did see that.
Yeah. But OG recommendation, man. Make sure y'all click the link below, man. Go to our Kickstarter. We got 27 days left, man. We're trying to still raise these funds, man. You know,
help us to finish our documentary,
help us
y'all.
finish this documentary, man. The Black Geek documentary. We had a really amazing conversation at DreamCon about it. We got a good boost there. We good, like I said, the time it's been slowing down. I need y'all to continue to, man. You know, spread it out. Like I said, you know, share it, like it, talk about it, tell people about it, introduce people to the Black Geek documentary, donate. You know what I'm saying? Remember, these donations aren't blind donations. They come with perks. You get shirts, you get hats. We got exclusive stuff that you'll never get anywhere else besides from backing the Black Geek documentary on the Kickstarter. So, you know what I'm saying? Rock with us, man. Go make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Geekset Podcast, man. Check out all of our posts. Check out, you know, we are going to be posting a lot of stuff from DreamCon, of course. So, you know, we've already started, but you'll be able to see a lot of that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lost Holocron's doing amazing. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Didge was out, you know what I'm saying? OVO Didge over here, so you know what I'm saying? You got OVO Didge, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You don't want Drake coming for you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap into the Lost Holocron, man. Make sure you check into all of our past articles. Go over there on Sway's Universe, man. You know, we got Blurs over there on Sway's Universe reviewing House of the Dragon and The Boys, man. We're trying to figure out what our next thing we're going to be reviewing over there. But as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.
The one thing that I absolutely love about the culture is that it's still embedded in Black culture.
My geeks still rock Dunks or Jordans, and they also talk about Batman versus Superman. Batman and versus Superman is literally Brown versus Jordan.
Dragon Ball Z, that like my whole trajectory in life changed. Don't nobody talk to me, my shit is on.
We just finna experience it. It look like it's gonna be real deep.
Oh my God, this is crazy! The elevation from where King Vader started to now is fucking lit.
Black geek culture helped me through some of the highs of my life, through some of the lows of my life. It's always been there, sort of like an undercurrent to everything that I did.
There was no term for it. It was just, this is what I'm doing.
I love us in it. I love the fact that we take things and we always make it better.